Yeah, hi guys, welcome to PrepFusion. So, integral calculus we were studying, single integral we were studying. In this lecture, we are going to solve the questions only. Okay, some small concept we will see, but mostly it will be based on questions. This is first question, then you would see there is second question, third question, fourth question. In that manner, questions we are going to solve. The bottom line is no question is straightforward. So, you should not be trying it on your own. First, let's see 2 to 3 questions. After that, you will have an idea that how to proceed in the problems. Okay, questions are not very straightforward. You will have to think. You will have to think a lot. First of all, you let me know what all things we already know. Three kind of integration we already know. What three kind of integration we know? One was, sir, 0 to infinity e to the power minus x to the power n minus 1 dot dx. This, sir, we already know. We know the result of this one. So that is nothing but gamma n. And what is gamma n? That we already know. What is gamma n? Gamma function we already know. What else we know? Sir, one more. In the end, you taught us limit 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dot dx. Sir, that came out to be gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. Sir, that was beta mn. We used to call it beta function. And along with that, sir, some formula for 0 to pi by 2 sin mx cos nx dot dx. This we also know. 1 by 2, which we usually forget, but I am not going to forget it. M plus 1 by 2 n plus 1 by 2 divided by addition of both of them. M plus n plus 2 divided by 2. So this we already know. So these kind of forms we need to make. If we are able to make these kind of forms, then we will be able to write down the answer in a very easy manner. So it is not like a JEE kind of questions. It is engineering kind of questions. Okay. Substitution also I have taught you, right? Substitution also I have taught you. Substitution also I have been taught. 1 minus sin square theta equals to cos square theta. This substitution would be done for 1 minus x. 1 plus tan square theta equals to sec square theta. This could be done for 1 plus x. Sec square theta minus 1 equals to tan square theta. This could be done for x minus 1. Right? Next, if 1 plus x and 1 minus x both are there, then I know one thing. 1 plus cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta. And 1 minus cos 2 theta equals to 2 sin square theta. So this would be done for 1 plus x and 1 minus x together. Right? This would be done for, if 1 plus x is there, 1 minus x is there. So this also I have taught you. If both are there, 1 plus x is also there and 1 minus x is also there. Understandable? So let's get started. What do you think? What substitution you will do here? Do you see a standard form here? Nothing. No standard form, sir. I have to do the substitution. Which substitution you are going to do? Sir, 1 plus x is also there, 1 minus x, both are available. Sir, first of all, I will think if I put x equals to sin square theta, so this will become cos square theta, but 1 plus sin square theta is nothing. If I put tan square theta, so 1 plus tan square theta will become sec square theta, but 1 minus tan square theta is nothing. Then I will think of x equals to cos 2 theta. Say yes or no. Then what will be your dx? So dx will be minus 2 sin 2 theta d theta. Or you can write down minus 4 sin theta cos theta d theta. Right? Now we need to write down the limit. If x is minus 1, then cos 2 theta. So here I hope you would know that this is the graph of cosinusoid. So where you get the value minus 1, you get the value minus 1 at pi and you get the value 1 at 0. So if cos 2 theta equals to minus 1, if x is minus 1, what I mean to say is that I am writing the limit now. If x equals to minus 1, then cos 2 theta would be equals to minus 1. That means 2 theta would be equals to pi. That means theta would be equals to pi by 2. And if x is equals to plus 1, then cos 2 theta would be equals to plus 1. That means 2 theta would be equals to 0. That means theta would be equals to 0. So how the limit would go? Limit would go from when x was minus 1, theta was pi by 2. When x was minus 1, theta was pi by 2. When x is plus 1, theta is 0. From pi by 2 to 0. 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta whole cube. 1 minus cos 2 theta whole square. Right? 1 minus cos 2 theta whole square. Multiply with minus 4 sin theta cos theta d theta. Now if I take this minus sign outside, then limit can be interchanged, no? If I take this minus sign outside, limit can be interchanged. So 4 is coming outside, 0 to pi by 2. What is 1 plus cos 2 theta? 1 plus cos 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin square theta, right? So 2 to the power 3 will come outside. Sin square theta to the power 3, sorry, cos square theta to the power 3. It is 2 cos square theta, it is 2 cos square theta. So here you will put 2 cos square theta. So 2 to the power 3 will come outside. Cos square theta, so it will become cos to the power 6 theta. Understandable? Here what will happen? This will become 2 sin square theta. So 2 to the power 2 will come outside. 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. So 2 to the power 2 will come outside. This will become sin to the power 4 theta. Now minus 4 has been already gone. This is sin theta cos theta. So sin theta, one more sin theta is there. So this will become sin to the power 5 theta. And one more cos theta is there. So this will become cos to the power 7 theta. Dot d theta. Is that understandable to you? What we did here? Simply applied the formula. 1 plus cos 2 theta, 1 plus cos 2 theta is nothing but 2 cos square theta. This formula we have applied, and 1 minus cos 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin square theta. This formula we have applied and job done. So here 2 to the power 3, here 2 to the power 2 is coming outside. So this would be 8, this would be 4, right? So 8, 4. 2 to the power 8, 2 to the power 3 is 8, 8 into 4 into 4. So 8 into 16, that would be 128, right? Right? 8 into 16 is 128. 8 into 16 is 128. So 128 will come outside. I will have to add a page. So what is your integration I? Integration I is 128 is coming outside. Integration goes from 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. Cos to the power 7 theta. Cos to the power 7 theta. Sin to the power 5 theta. Dot d theta. So 128 multiplication divided by 7 plus 5 is what? 12 into 10 into 8 into 6 into 4 into 2. Upper side 6 into 4 into 2 into 1. Upper side 4 into 2. Odd, that's why multiply with 1. So just solve this one. 4 and 4 is getting cancelled out. 6 and 6 is getting cancelled out. 4 into 2, 8 is getting cancelled out. 2 is getting cancelled out. So 128 divided by 120. 128 divided by 120. So which table? 128 divided by 120 divided by 120. So 1.066. Is that the answer? Answer is 16 by 15. So 16 by 15. So 128, which table? 8. So 8 1 ja 8. 8 6 ja 48. And 8 1 ja 8. 16 by 15 is the answer. Yes, that's the answer. This is the answer that you are getting. So yeah, that's the correct answer. So again, not a very straightforward question. If these kind of questions are coming in the examination hall, then people will struggle. Okay, and I am pretty hopeful that such questions will come. So this is how we need to think. 1 plus x, 1 minus x, x equals to cos 2 theta I will think here. And by its own the limit is coming from 0 to pi by 2. After that we already know. Standard form and we already know now. Okay, so this kind of question could be coming in your examination hall. Let's see this one. What you will think here. 1 minus something is there, I don't care about it. X cube is there, x to the power 7 is there, I don't care about it. I just simply know 1 minus some x value is there. So can I assume x cube as sin square theta? Say yes or no. right? Because 1 minus sin square theta will become cos square theta, then it would go upper side. Something can happen now. So is that correct? Yeah, that is fine for me. This is what I can assume. So x cube I am assuming as sin square theta. Understandable? So what I will get from here? I will get 3x square dot dx equals to 2 sin theta cos theta d theta. Right? So what will be the value of dx divided by 3x square? Here divided by dx will come out to be 2 sin theta cos theta d theta divided by 3x square divided by 3x square. And what is the value of x square? Value of x square is sine to the power 4 by 3 theta. So here you are getting 2 by 3 sine minus 1 by 3 theta cos theta d theta. Is that clear to you? This is the value of dx you are getting. So dx is 3x square. So what if from here what will be the value of x? From here the value of x is coming out to be sine 2 by 3 theta, no? So from here only I could have calculated dx. I should not be doing all these things. So from here only I could have calculated as 3 by 2 comes outside. So this will become then cos theta d theta. So here only I could have calculated this. So all this process was not even required. All this process was not even required. Right? Now we need to put down the limit. If x is 0, then what will happen? Sine, this will be 0. From here, theta will be 0. And if x is 1, that means sine 2 by theta equals to 1. That means theta will be equals to pi by 2. So theta will go from 0 to pi by 2. Dx value we have, everything we have. So let's get started. Theta going from 0 to pi by 2. Right? Dx value we have, which is 2 by 3 sine cos theta d theta divided by 1 minus sin square theta. 1 minus sin square theta, that will become cos square theta. Right? So it will become cos to the power 2 by 3 theta. Understandable? Did you understand? Here what I am doing, 1 minus x cube to the power 1 by 3. So in place of x cube what I am putting sin square theta to the power 1 by 3. Sin square theta will become cos square theta. So this will become cos 2 by 3 theta. Understandable? So now if this goes upward, so what you will get here? Here power 1 is there, here power 2 by 3 is there. So this will become power minus 1 by 3. So what you are getting, 2 by 3 outside, 0 to pi by 2. 2 by 3 outside, 0 to pi by 2 sine power minus 1 by 3 theta. And if this goes upward, on the upper side what you will get? Cos power, here power 1 is there and here power 2 by 3 is there. So 1 minus 2 by 3 will become 1 by 3 theta dot d theta. Understandable? Okay. So this is the scenario you are getting. Now we need to solve this question, which is pretty simple. What is the answer? M plus 1 by 2. M plus 1 by 2. So 2 by 3 divided by m plus 1 by 2. This is the value of m. This is the value of n. So m plus 1 will be 2 by 3 divided by 2. That will be 1 by 3. This n plus 1 by 2. 1 by 3 plus 1 will be 4 by 3. So this will be 2 by 3. Divided by addition of both of them, which will be 1. So we are supposed to find out this value. Gamma 1 by 3 multiply with gamma 2 by 3. What do we know? This we know. Pi upon sin pi n. So in place of n, what we put? 1 by 3 sin pi by 3. Right? Sin 60 under root 3 by 2. So 2 pi by under root 3. So what is the answer? 2 by 3 into 2 pi by under root 3. So answer is 4 pi upon 3 under root 3. Is that the answer? 2 pi upon 3 under root 3. So what we are missing? What we are missing? We are missing multiply with 1 by 2. We forgot multiplying with 1 by 2, no? I always said one thing, that you will always forget multiplying with 1 by 2. Although I was having the answer here. That's why I could get to know that yes, I forgot multiplying with 1 by 2, right? Simply you need to apply the formula. I hope you are getting this formula. There is nothing. M plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 will be plus 2 by 3, divided by 2 would be 1 by 3. N plus 1 by 2, that will become 4 by 3, divided by 2, that will become 2 by 3. Then addition of both of them will be gamma 1 only. Gamma 1 value is 1 only. 1 by 3 multiply with 2 by 3, from this formula we find out that is coming out to be 2 pi by under root 3. But we always forget this 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 we don't need to forget, right? So what is the answer we are getting? 2 pi by 3 under root 3. 2 pi by 3 under root 3. So a lot of people would forget this 1 by 2, which we don't need to forget. Okay, this is very, very, very important. So I also forgot here. Although I was having the answer, that's why I escaped. But who knows, in the examination, all this option would also be given, and 4 pi by 3 under root 3 option would also be given. So I would click on the wrong option, right? Okay, so this is done. This is how we need to solve the problem. Let's go to the next one. Next question. This should be simple. This you should be doing on your own. Not very difficult. Under root tan theta from 0 to pi by 2. Should be doing it on your own. Try it on your own. You can apply King's rule here as well. King's rule, with the help of King's rule, will you be able to get something good? It will become sin theta by cos theta, then cos theta by sin theta. Now, with the help of King's rule, you will not be getting something good. So, without King's rule, can you think? Very easy. 0 to pi by 2. Let's write down here only, in front only. 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. Under root sin theta by cos theta d theta. 0 to pi by 2. This could be written as sin to the power 1 by 2 theta, and downward there is cos to the power 1 by 2 theta. If it comes upward, it would become cos to the power minus 1 by 2 theta dot d theta. Understandable? Very simple thing, no? Sin to the power 1 by 2 theta, downward there is cos to the power 1 by 2 theta, which will come upward, then it would become minus 1 by 2 to the power 1 by minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, right? Now I know the formula. 1 by 2 I will not forget here, into m plus 1 by 2, gamma m plus 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 will become 3 by 2, divided by 2 will become 3 by 4. M minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 will become 1 by 2, divided by 2, that will become 1 by 4, divided by m plus n. So we only need to find out this value, which we already know, that n 1 minus n pi upon sin pi n. So what is the value of n here? 1 by 4, 1 by 4 sin pi by 4. So this will be under root 2 pi, right? So value is under root 2 pi here. So 1 by 2 under root 2 pi. So answer would be pi by under root 2. So answer is pi by under root 2. Answer is pi by under root 2. That's it. So these kind of question is very straightforward to solve. Okay, like this process, here we have reached the same process here, the same process. Okay, so this page is empty. This empty page will be used somewhere. So let's drop it as of now. See this question. This is a good question. Think about it. Huge powers are there. Huge power are there. X to the power 6, x to the power 11. 0 to limit is going from 0 to 2. You can solve it by trigonometry as well. Trigonometry, if you feel like that, sir, I can replace by some trigonometry function, that also you can think. Just think about it. Look, here I can see the form of x multiply with something minus x. This form I can think, right? So what do I remember? 0 to 1, x to the power m minus 1 into 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dot dx. Gamma n upon gamma m plus n. So this kind of form can I try to make? What do you think? Limit should be from 0 to 1. If I assume x to the power 6 as t, x to the power 6 as t, then if I put x equals to 0, then what will be t? T will also be 0. If I put x equals to 2, then what will be t? T will become 2 to the power 6, which is 64. But I need the limit from 0 to 1. What does that mean? That means I will have to assume x to the power 6 as t by 64. Oh, sorry. sorry, 64 into t. I will have to assume x to the power 6 as 64 into t. Why is that so? Now what will happen? If x is 0, then t will be 0. If x is 2, then t will become 1. Say yes or no? Because I need the limit from 0 to 1. That's why I assumed x to the power 6 as 64t. How will you think in the examination hall? Is that clear? I could have directly written that x to the power 6 is 64t. No, directly no. First of all, I will think that this x to the power 6 is creating a problem because here there is a linear function of power 1. So I thought that let's assume x to the power 6 as t. When I assumed x to the power 6 as t, I got to know that if I am putting x equals to 0, t equals to 0, fine. If I put x equals to 2, t equals to 64, which is a problem for me. I need to make the limit from 0 to 1. That means x to the power 6 has to be 64t. Is that clear to you or not? Absolutely, sir, completely clear. Now the things are straightforward for me. Right? This first step is important. That's it. If you are able to write down this first step, then your job would be done. So yeah, let's see next what we can do. So this will become, if I do the differentiation, this will become 6 into x to the power 5 dot dx would be 64 dt. Look, here also I can think one thing. Let's get started. 0 to 1 limit I am changing, no? 0 to 1 limit has been changed. Now this could be written as x to the power, let's keep the limit from 0 to 2 only as of now. Let's keep this is 0 to 2 only. This could be written as x to the power 6 into x to the power 5. Why I am doing so? Because I can see that x to the power 5 dot dx is coming something. Right? X to the power 5 dot dx is coming out to be 64 by 6, which is 32 by 3. Right? So this is something happening here. So let's keep this as it is. Now I know that x to the power 5 dot dx, x to the power 5 dot dx can be kept as something. So 0 to 1, what is x to the power 6? X to the power 6, this x to the power 6 is nothing but 64t. 64t. X to the power 5 dot dx is nothing but 32 by 3 dot dt. 32 by 3 dot dt. 64 into x to the power 6 is nothing but 64t dt. Is that understandable to you? Is that clear? This step is clear to you or not? Completely clear, sir. Now what you would do, 64 you can take outside, 32 you can take outside, divided by 3, 64 square you can take outside. From here I am taking 64 common, so 64 square will come outside, no? So inside what will be left? 0 to 1 t into 1 minus t square dot dt. So what you are getting here, what I am doing here is that let's keep this as 64 by 6 only. Let's keep this as 64 by 6 because I want to make 64 to the power 4. Or let's make 64 to the power 3 multiply with 32 divided by 3. Divided by 3. And now this we can compare. So what is the value of m here? If you compare from here, value of m will come out to be 2. If you compare from this expression, from which expression? If you compare from this expression, just compare from this expression. Our integration is now, what is our integration? Our integration is 0 to 1 t 1 minus 2 dot dt. Right? So 0 to 1 t to the power m minus 1 1 minus t to the power n minus 1 dot dt. So m minus 1 equals to 1, that means m is equals to 2, and n minus 1 equals to 2, that means n equals to 3. So 2, 3 upon 2 plus 3. So this will be the answer. Gamma 2 into gamma 3 upon 2 plus 3. Right? So what you are getting? 64 cube into 32. Gamma 2 is 1. Gamma 3 is 2 factorial, which is 2 only, divided by, this will be 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24. 24 into 3 is 72. So 64 to the power 4 divided by 72. 64 to the power 4 divided by 72. Okay, 64 to the power 3, you need to write down the answer in this manner. So we need to cancel now. So this will be 36, and now 4 8 ja 32, 4 9 ja 36. So 8 by 9, answer is 8 by 9 into 64 to the power 3. That's it. This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. We are going from here to here. This step has come from downward. So this is the answer. Is that clear to you how this answer has came? Just this is the actual answer. Actually, this is the actual answer. In the examination, option would be written in this manner. That's why I just thought that here 2 could be cancelled, 36, and then 4 8 ja 32, 4 9 ja 36. So 8 by 9, 64 to the power 3. 8 by 9, 64 to the power 3 is the answer. So this is how we can solve this problem. Again, it was a good question. How we need to think, that is I am building up, nothing else. Our main target here is thought process, right? And questions are not very straightforward. I am already telling you, hardly 2% of the students would be able to solve these kind of problems in the examination hall. Just wish that this kind of question should be coming up when they frame the question from single integral. Okay, understandable? Let's go to the next one. What do you think what I should put here? Someone would say, sir, cos 2 theta we should put. X equals to cos 2 theta, because sir 1 plus x is there. If you put x equals to cos 2 theta, okay, just as someone thought x equals to cos 2 theta. See the limit. Limit is going from 0 to infinity. X equals to 0, then cos 2 theta would be something, 2 theta could come out to be 0 only, theta would be equals to 0 degree. X equals to infinity. Can the value of cos 2 theta ever be infinity? No, because cos 2 theta can have the value between -1 to 1 only. So this is gone. You cannot put it. So what you will put? 1 plus x. That means I can put x equals to tan square theta. X equals to tan square theta. Say yes or no. So what will be dx? Dx will be nothing but 2 tan theta sec square theta dot d theta. Right? If x is 0, then theta is also 0. If x is infinity, then theta is pi by 2. So what is I? From 0 to pi by 2. If x is 0, then theta is 0. When x is infinity, theta is pi by 2. So on its own, you would see that, sir, everything is happening. Everything will happen, just you need to have some patience. So x is 10 square theta. Then x to the power 4 will become 10 to the power 8 theta. Right? Divided by 1 plus tan square theta, that will become sec square theta. So it will become sec to the power 12 theta. Understandable? 1 plus tan square theta. Here x equals to tan square theta you are putting. So 1 plus tan square theta will become sec square theta. Sec square theta to the power 6, that will become sec to the power 12 theta. Dot dx. What is dx? Dx is nothing but 2 tan theta sec square theta dot d theta. So 0 to pi by 2. 2 is coming outside. This will become 10 to the power 9. 10 to the power 9 theta. 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 9. This is sec square theta divided by sec to the power 12. So this will become sec to the power minus tan theta dot d theta. So can I write down this as cos to the power tan theta? Basically what I am doing, I need to convert into sinusoid and cosinusoid. No. So this will be written as sin to the power 9 theta divided by cos to the power 9 theta. This is negative power, no? So this could have been written as 1 by sec to the power tan theta. Say yes or no? This power 2 is there, this power 12 is there, so this power will become 10. And 1 by sec to the power tan theta could be written as cos to the power tan theta dot d theta. Right? So what you will be left with? Only one power will be left. So what will be the answer? 2 from 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power 9 theta dot cos theta d theta. Say yes or no? Right? So can I apply the formula now? Yes sir, I can apply the formula. That is coming out to be 2 is already outside. 1 by 2 I will not forget. Multiply with m plus 1 by 2. That will become 9 plus 1 by 2. divided, multiply with n plus 1 by 2 divided by m plus n. So this will become 4 factorial, this will become 5 factorial. So divided by 5 will be left. So answer will be 1 by 5. Answer will come out to be 1 by 5. You can solve this much on your own. This will be 4 factorial, this will be 0 factorial, which will be 1 only. So 4 factorial divided by 5 factorial. So 5 will be left. 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. 1 by 5 will be the answer. 1 by 5 will be the answer. And hopefully this is the answer only. Yes. 1 by 5 is the answer. So this is how we need to solve these problems. Okay, just the first step is very important. After that, everything would go on its own. Everything would happen. Just first step is very important. Is that clear to you or not? So these kind of integration are very good and not very straightforward. Okay. Next one. Try this one on your own. What do you think? What you will put? Who is creating the problem? What is the scenario here? Just think about it. What you are going to do? Look, sir, someone would say that, sir, this 1 plus x to the power 5 is creating the problem. No, it is not actually creating the problem. Why is that so? Because you can break it down somewhat like this. This is x to the power 3 plus x to the power 8. So it's like 2 integration. It's like 2 integration, no? So it's like 2 integration, 0 to infinity x to the power 3 upon 1 plus x to the power 13 dot dx, and other one is plus x to the power 8 dot dx divided by 1 plus x to the power 13. So it's like 2 integration, no? So what is the best possible chance? Who should be changed? This guy should be changed, which is x equals to tan square theta again. That's it. Now job is done. That's it. Nothing else. Where the limit would go? Same thing we have seen. Limit would go from 0 to pi by 2. I don't need to write down again. If x is 0, then theta is 0. If x is infinity, theta is pi by 2. So limit is same. Dx value is also same. What is the dx value? That is 2 tan theta sec square theta. Right? Everything is same. So let's get started. What I will do? 0 to pi by 2. X is tan square theta. So this will become 10 to the power 6 theta into 1 plus 10 to the power tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta will become sec square theta. So this will become sec to the power 26 theta dot 2 tan theta sec square theta dot d theta. Right? Understandable? Now just lengthy process it would be. Just a lengthy question, nothing else. I'm just thinking, can I short it down somehow? No other shortcut. It would be broken like this only. It has to be broken like this. So we will have to break it like this. 2 is just coming common. Nothing else. We will have to break it now. 0 to pi by 2. 10 to the power 6 theta. This will become 10 to the power 7 theta. Right? I am just multiplying this 10 to the power 6 theta inside. So 10 to the power 6 theta plus multiply with this will become 10 to the power 6 theta. I am just simply multiplying inside. So 10 to the power 6 theta plus 10 to the power 16 theta. So here 10 to the power 6 theta plus 10 to the power 16 theta. This is something that I am doing. So 10 to the power 6 theta should be multiplied with this one. So what it will become? 2 10 to the power 7 theta sec square theta dot d theta. 2 is already gone. 2 is already gone. So this will become 10 to the power 7 theta sec square theta dot d theta. 10 to the power 7 theta sec square theta dot d theta divided by sec to the power 26 theta plus 10 to the power 17 theta sec square theta divided by sec to the power 26 theta dot d theta. So this will become sec to the power 24, sec to the power 24. This will also become sec to the power 24, right? So 1 by sec to the power 24 will become cos to the power 24. So let's see how we can break it down. 0 to pi by 2. This will become sin to the power 7 theta sine to the power 7 theta divided by cos to the power 7 theta. This will become sec to the power 24 theta. So upper side it will go, it would become cos to the power 24 theta dot d theta, right? Downward it would become sec to the power 24 theta, it would go, it would become cos to the power 24 theta plus 0 to pi by 2. This will become sine to the power 17 theta divided by cos to the power 17 theta cos to the power 24 theta dot d theta. So this will come out to be 2 inside the bracket 0 to pi by 2 7 sine to the power 7 theta sine to the power 7 theta dot cos to the power 17 theta dot d theta plus 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 17 theta cos to the power 7 theta dot d theta. Okay, very complex calculation, but it is what it is. Surprisingly, both will give you the same answer. Why is that so? This integration and this integration both will give you the same answer, because here also there is 7 17 and here 17 7. The formula is symmetric, no? What is the formula? 2 1 by 2 will come outside, then m plus 1 by 2, 7 plus 1 by 2, 17 plus 1 by 2 divided by, this will become 8 plus 1 by 2, this will become 4 and this will become 9, 4 9. So downward it would become 13. Similar thing will happen here. 17 plus 1 by 2, 7 plus 1 by 2, 13. So what will be the answer? 2 into 8 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 12 factorial, because this and this is getting cancelled out. 2 into 8 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 12 factorial. So what is the answer? 2 into 8 factorial into 6 divided by 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. So this and this is getting cancelled out. 6 into 2 into 12 is getting cancelled out. So answer is 1 by 990. Hopefully this answer is correct. Hopefully, yes, correct. 1 by 990. Okay, again it is very difficult to solve these kind of problems in the examination all because of the calculation. Like such a big calculation was there, no? But still we pulled it off. How we pulled it off? By doing this process. Like here the question has ended. After that everything is up to you, that how well you do the calculation, how much patience you are having. If someone is having a better idea, someone is having a better solution, then he can tell me if there is some better solution, because here I will have to break down into two integration. But good thing was that both of the integration came out to be same. So we don't have to solve this one separately or this one separately, only one we have to solve. So 1 by 990 was the answer. Let's go to the next one. What do you think what we will do? X to the power 3 divided by 3 to the power x. So whenever there is a to the power x come, no? So a to the power x and e to the power x are brother. They are brother. They are brothers. Look, what is a to the power? Let's just say 2 to the power x is there. And what is e to the power x? E to the power x is 2.7 to the power x, 2.7 something to the power x. So they are the same, guys. They are not different. Are you able to understand this point? They are not different. Say yes or no. Okay. Like, do you know what is e to the power ln a? It could be written as a only. Let's just say e to the power ln a is y. So what I can do? Ln a, this e goes there, so this will become ln y. So from here if you compare, so y equals to a. So e to the power ln a could be written as equals to a only. Right? If I do power x here, so it could be written as a to the power x. That means if 3 to the power x is there, no? 3 to the power x is there, no? It could be written as e to the power ln 3 to the power x. Right? So they are brothers. This is what I am saying. Are you able to understand this point? So what it will become? X can come outside. So e to the power x multiply with ln 3. This is what it is. Right? So what I will do, what is the scenario here? All these things was just to tell you that they are interrelated. So what I would do, I would assume 3 to the power x as 3 to the power x as e to the power t. Say yes or no. Can I assume in this manner? Because what do I know? I know which formulas are. I know one formula. That formula says, let's keep this aside. One formula, sir, I know 0 to infinity e to the power minus t, or e to the power x, I remember, e to the power x dot x to the power n minus 1 dot dx would be equals to gamma n. In place of x, I can put t as well. It is simply a variable, any variable I can take. So e to the power minus t dot t to the power n minus 1 dot dt would be equals to gamma n. So this is what I am trying to make. 3 to the power x I have taken as e to the power t. So if this would go upward, it would become e to the power minus t. What will be the integration of 3 to the power x? That will be nothing but 3 to the power x ln 3 dot dx, not integration, sorry, differentiation, a to the power x ln a, right? Differentiation of a to the power x is nothing but a to the power x ln a. So 3 to the power x ln 3 dot dx e to the power t dot dt. If you notice one thing, what is this? E to 3 to the power x. 3 to the power x is nothing but e to the power t only. So it is coming out to be e to the power 3 dot e to the power t dot dt. So this and this is getting cancelled out. So dx is coming out to be nothing but dt by ln 3. This is your dx. Now what about the limit? If x is 0, then what will happen? 3 to the power 0 will be equals to e to the power t, right? What does that mean? 1 will be equals to e to the power t. What does that mean? T will be 0. And if x is infinity, then what will happen? 3 to the power infinity will be e to the power t. 3 to the power infinity is infinity only, will be e to the power t. And what will be the value of t from here? That will be infinity only. So where the limit is going? Limit is going from 0 to infinity only. X to the power 3. X to the power 3 I need to replace. So now let's replace x to the power 3. So if 3 to the power x is e to the power t, then what will happen? If this 3 goes this side, what will happen? X will be nothing but log base 3 e to the power 3. Say yes or no? E to the power t. Can I write down in this manner? Absolutely, sir. Is this correct? If this 3 goes here, this will become log base 3 e to the power t. I hope this much you know. A to the power x equals to y. Then x would be nothing but log base a y. Understandable? Now how this could be written? This could be written as this is the power t, this could be coming outside. So log base 3 e. Now one thing you would know, another thing you would know, that this formula we know, this formula we know. One thing also you would know, that log base a b could be written as 1 by log base b a. Just base will be interchanged. So this could be written as t by ln 3. Why is that so? This will become t by log base e3. And what is log base e? That could be written as ln 3. So what is your x? X is coming out to be, x is simply coming out to be t by ln 3. So this is your x which is coming out to be. X is coming out to be t by ln 3, dx is coming out to be dt by ln 3, and the limit is going from, t is going from 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Limit is going from 0 to infinity. Now I can replace the things. Say yes or no. Now my job would be done. Say yes or no. So let's do now. So limit is going from 0 to infinity. X cube I need to write down. That will be t cube divided by ln 3. T cube. Downward there is 3 to the power x, which is e to the power t. So it would become 1 by e to the power t. It would become e to the power minus t. X cube I need to write down. X cube will be nothing but t cube divided by ln 3 cube. T cube divided by ln 3 cube dot dx. Dot dx. What is dx? Dx is dt by ln 3. Dt by ln 3. So what you are getting? 1 by ln 3 to the power 4, 0 to infinity, e to the power minus t dot t cube dot dt. Now we remember this formula, e to the power minus t, t to the power n minus 1 dot dx. So n minus 1 equals to, here our n minus 1 is nothing but 3. So value of n is 4. So 1 by ln 3 to the power 4, that will be equals to gamma 4. And what is the value of gamma 4? That is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. So 6 divided by ln 3 to the power 4 is the answer. This is the answer of I. Hopefully this is the answer. 6 divided by 6 divided by ln 3 to the power 4. This is the answer. 6 divided by ln 3 to the power 4. Is that clear? Completely clear? Understandable? So this is the answer. This is the process. X to the power 3 divided by 3 to the power x. So here if I write down 3 factorial, there is a standard formula for this. Like standard formula is x to the power a divided by a to the power x dot dx. That is a standard formula, but you will not be able to remember the formula. That's why, like, for these kind of questions, whatever the question that I am taking, no, there are standard formula for that. But eventually you are not going to remember the formula, and in the examination formula will not come. In the examination questions would come. So that's why we are dealing with the questions. Usually either these kind of topic is not taught, or when it is taught with the formula. But we are not going to remember the formula, we are going to remember the process, that this is how we, if some question is coming, this is how we will be able to solve, because remembering the formula is very difficult. 3 certain things I am asking you to remember, these certain things I have asked you to remember, this is expected. At least this much is expected. If you are not even remembering this, then what we can do? A lot of questions we are solving. So hopefully I think that you will be able to remember this formula, you will be able to remember this expression, you will be able to remember this expression as well. Hopefully. Even if you are forgetting this one, then x equals to sine square theta you put, you will get this expression, you will get the answer. Right? So all the derivation, everything I am telling you. So hopefully you will not feel too much of a difficulty in these kind of problems. Solve this one. Think about it. In which direction we are going? X into ln x to the power 3. Ln x is there. Which direction we should proceed? If ln is there, 3 to the power x is there. So all these things are interrelated with exponential, no? So what we know? Again write down what we know. E to the power minus t, t to the power n minus 1 dot dx dot dt is gamma n. This we know. This we know, so we need to make this form somehow. Who will create the problem? This is somewhat like 0 to 1 x to the power 3 ln x to the power 3 dot dx, right? So this ln x is somewhat which will create the problem. So what if I assume ln x as t, or ln x as minus t? If I assume ln x as t, then what will happen? Yeah, let's just say first of all it clicked to me that I assume ln x as t. So where the limit would go? If I put x equals to 0, then what will be ln 0? Ln 0 equals to t. So ln 0 is minus infinity. So t will go to minus infinity, right? And if I put x equals to 1, then ln 1 equals to t. So t will go to 0. So limit will go to minus infinity to 0. But what do I need? I need infinity, no? I need infinity, not minus infinity. What does that mean? Ln x equals to minus t I will assume. Ln x equals to minus t I will assume. Why is that so? Why is that so? Because what will happen is that if I am assuming minus t, then what will happen? This will be minus t, so t will tend to infinity now. Are you able to understand this point? So what I will assume, ln x equals to minus t I will assume. What I will do, ln x equals to minus t. From here what you will see, that x is coming out to be equals to e to the power minus t. So from here what will be dx? Dx will be nothing but minus e to the power minus t dot dt. Right? And what about the limit? Limit. If x is 0, then t will tend to infinity. And if x is 1, then t will tend to 0. So I equals to, if x is 0, then t will tend to infinity. If x is 1, t will tend to 0. X to the power 3, that will become a to the power minus 3t. Right? Now ln x, in place of ln x what I am putting? Minus t. So minus t to the power 3 dot, in place of dt, in place of dx what I will get? Ln x is minus 3, in place of dx what I will get? Minus e to the power minus t dot dt. Right? Understandable? Is that clear? Everything is crystal clear, right? So this will be minus, this will also be minus. So eventually what we are getting? Infinity to 0 e to the power minus 4t t to the power 3 dot dt. Understandable? Negative sign is not going out, right? X is e to the power minus t, no? So e to the power minus 3t So negative sign is this time not coming out. So that negative sign I will have to take. So this is the scenario that we are getting. Infinite to 0 e to the power minus 40 t to the power 3. But sir, here in this formula you have taught us e to the power minus t. But here it is 40. So what you assume? Assume something else. 40 equals to y you assume. 40 equals to y. 40 equals to y. So what will be t? T, what will be dt? 4 into dt will be equals to dy. Right? So infinite to limit will be same only, no? If t is tending to infinity, then y will also be infinity. If t is tending to 0, then y will also be 0. E to the power minus y, and t is y cube by 4 cube, right? T is y by 3, so y cube by 4 cube. Dot dt. What is dt? dt is dy by 4. So what you are getting? 1 by 4 cube outside. Minus sign also you take outside. Minus sign why I am taking outside? Because I need to make limit from 0 to infinity. I am making limit from 0 to infinity. E to the power minus y dot y cube dot dy. So what is the answer you are getting? Minus 1 by 4 cube e to the power minus y cube, e to the power minus y cube. That means n minus 1 equals to 4. So this will become gamma 4, or you can write down 3 factorial. So what is the answer? Answer is negative or positive? Answer is negative only. Yes. Okay, this is 4 to the power 3, 4 to the power, in multiply with 4, so this will become 4 to the power 4. 4 to the power 4. This will become 4 to the power 4 here. This will become 4 to the power 4. So answer is simply coming up to be 6 divided by 4 to the power 4, but with the negative sign. So this will be the answer. Minus 6 divided by 4 to the power 4. This is the answer. Did you understand the process here? That till this point we reached here, right? But in our formula, here e to the power minus t is there, but here we are getting e to the power minus 40. So 40 equals to y, I assumed. Then 4 into dt will be equals to dy. Then e to the power minus y. What is t here? T is y by 4. T is y by 4. So what will be t cube? T cube will become y cube divided by 4 cube. Dot dt. What is dt? Dy by 4. So this will become 4 to the power 4. So minus 1 by 4 to the power 4. Why minus 1 by 4 to the power 4? Because I am interchanging the limit from 0 to infinity. Not from infinity to 0, I am interchanging from 0 to infinity. E to the power minus y dot y cube dot dy. So here what will happen is that this will become gamma 4. Gamma 4 is nothing but 3 factorial. So 3 factorial divided by 4 to the power 4 with the negative sign outside. So minus 6 divided by 4 to the power 4. This is the answer that we are getting. Understandable? Good question and a good answer. This is very famous. I would say put a star. X into ln x is a famous kind of question. Okay, understandable? So this is how we will be solving, and this is how we will be thinking, that who is creating the problem, this is how we will make the form, and if we are able to make the form, then this is how we will be able to write down the answer. Understand? Yeah, let's solve this question now. So here 0 to infinity x to the power 1 by 4 e to the power minus x to the power 1 by 6. Again we could see that, sir, this will be used. 0 to infinity e to the power minus x, x to the power n minus 1 dot dx. Again and again you should keep on writing this, so that it would be stuck in your mind, right? So this will be used here. Here I can directly see that, sir, this guy is creating the problem. X to the power 1 by 6 is creating the problem. Do you know the meaning of exp? Exp means exponential. This I have already told. In one of the previous videos I have already told. What is the meaning of this exp? So let's not write down here. Directly I am writing down what is the meaning of this exp. Exp simply means exponential, nothing else. It is just another way of writing down. It is exponential. This is the scenario. This is given. So what I would do? X to the power 1 by 6 equals to t. X to the power 1 by 6 equals to t. That's it. So from here what I can see, x is nothing but t to the power 6. Right? This 1 by 6 goes here. This will become t to the power 6. So what is dx? Dx is 6 t to the power 5 dot dt. Right? So what I will replace now? And what about the limit? What about the limit? So if I talk about the limit, if x is 0, then t will also be 0. If x is infinity, then t will also be infinity. So limit is simple. If x is 0, then t will also be 0. If x is infinity, then t will also be infinity. So, and what will be x to the power 1 by 4? That will be x is t to the power 6. X is t to the power 6 to the power 1 by 4. To the power 1 by 4. E to the power minus t dot dt. And 0 to infinity, e to the power minus t, t to the power 3 by 2 dot dt. That's it, job done. Okay, In place of something wrong I am doing. In place of dx, I need to write down dt. No, this is your dt. In place of dx, I need to write down 6 into t to the power 5 dot dt. This is what I need to write down. So I forgot to replace dx. So 0 to infinity, e to the power minus t, 6 will come outside. This will become t to the power 5 plus 3 by 2. T to the power 5 plus 3 by 2. So what this will become? 13 by 2. T to the power 13 by 2 dot dt. Right? Did you understand this point? This is here power 5. This is 6 by 4, which is 3 by 2. So 5 plus 3 by 2 will become 13 by 2. So if you compare from here, then what do you see? N minus 1 equals to 13 by 2. That means value of n is nothing but 15 by 2. So answer is 6 15 by 2. 6 15 by 2. So you don't need to solve it further, although we know how to solve it further, but let's not solve it further onwards. This is the answer that we are going to write down, and this is the answer. Yes, very simple question, very straightforward. Just x to the power 1 by 6 was creating the problem, so just assume that as a t and then solve it. Very straightforward, very simple. These kind of questions, if these kind of questions are asked, then you should be able to solve. These kind of questions should not be a big concern in the examination hall. Let's go to the next one. What about this one? What do you think? I told you 3 to the power something, a to the power something is always a friend of exponential. So what I would do here, 3 to the power 2 minus 2x square. This guy is a big problem. This guy seems like a big problem. That I will replace as e to the power minus t. Why is that so? Because I know that, sir, 0 to infinity e to the power minus t, t to the power n minus 1 dot dt is nothing but gamma n. Again and again I am also writing down. You should also write down again and again so that it would be stuck in your mind. So this is what I will be assuming. Why is that so? The reason is completely clear. Now this 3 will go this side, so minus 2x square. If 3 is going this side, so log 3 e to the power minus t. So this minus t can come in front, minus t log 3 e. And if this goes downward, what it will become? Minus t by ln 3. This we have already understood, right? If this goes downward, so base will become e and this will become 3 here. So log base e3 will be ln 3. So what you are getting? Minus 2x square is coming out to be minus t by ln 3. Right? So from here what you can see? So minus minus sign get cancelled out. What you are getting? 4x dx equals to dt by ln 3. Right? And what about the limit now? If x is 0, what about the limit? Let's see the limit. Let's see the limit from here. From this expression I can see the limit. If x is 0, then t is also 0. If x is infinity, then t is also infinity. So limit is completely clear, right? From here you see the limit. If x is 0, then t is also 0. If x is infinity, then t is also infinity. So if I replace this I now, 0 to infinity only, in place of 3 e to the power minus 2x square, I will put e to the power minus t. Now in place of x cube, what I need to do? Look, what do you see? From here if you see, what is x dot dx? What is x dot dx? Sir, x dot dx is nothing but dt by 4 ln 3. This is your x dot dx, right? And what is your x square? What is your x square? From here if you see, what is your x square? X square is 2 by t by 2 ln 3. T by 2 ln 3. This is your x square. So if I don't replace anything now, as of now, let's write down this in this manner. And this I am writing down as x square dot x dx. So 0 to infinity limit will be same, because I told you x equals to 0, limit t will also be 0, x equals to infinity, t will also be infinity only. E to the power minus 2x square could be written as e to the power minus t. X square could be written as t by 2 ln 3. And x dx could be written as dt by 4 ln 3. So what will be the answer? 1 by 8 ln 3 whole square, 0 to infinity e to the power minus t into t dot dt. n minus 1 will be equals to 2, gamma 2 will be equals to 1 only. So this is the answer. That's it. This is the answer. Here if you solve this integration will give you answer 1 only. So answer is 1 by 8 ln 3 whole square. 1 by 8 ln 3 whole square. This will be the answer. So if you solve this integration, this will give you answer 1 only. So this will be the answer. That's it. This is the answer. Because this integration will give you answer as well. This you can directly remember as well. E to the power minus t into t, the graph goes like this. And here the area under the curve is 1. So this I directly remember as well, or you can simply compare from here. E to the power minus t, t to the power n minus 1. So n minus 1 will be equals to 2. Sorry, n minus 1 will be equals to 1. Then that means n will come out to be 2. Gamma 2 is nothing but 1 only. So using this formula, you can also solve. Otherwise, you can directly remember as well. Understandable? So this will be the answer. That's it. Let's go to the next one. Two integrations are there. This is one integration. And this is another integration. This is your I1 and this is your I2. Two integrations are there, no? I1, I2 are there. Okay, so let's solve I1 separately and I2 separately. So what is your I1? I1 is 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 1 by 2 theta and cos to the power 0 theta, right? Cos theta to the power 0 dot d theta. This is the scenario, no? Right? Because anything to the power 0 is 1. Now what is the formula? Formula is, sir, 1 by 2 multiplication with m plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1, that will be 3 by 2, divided by 2 will be 3 by 4. N plus 1 by 2. N is 0 plus 1 by 2, that will be 1 by 2, divided by addition of both of them. 3 by 4 plus 2 by 4, that would be 5 by 4. This is the answer you are getting. Is that clear to you? 0 to pi by 2 sine 1 by 2 to the power theta cos 0 theta. So 1 by 2 m plus 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2 divided by 2 3 by 4 plus 0 plus 1 by 2. That would be 1 by 2. If you add both of them, this will become 5 by 4. So this is the answer you are getting. And what about I2? I2 will be 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power minus 1 by 2 theta and sin theta to the power 0 dot d theta. So 1 by 2 I will not forget, multiply with. This is power minus 1 by 2. So m plus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that will be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by 2 will be 1 by 4. N plus 1 by 2, 0 plus 1 will be 1. 1 divided by 2 will be 1 by 2. Divided by gamma 3 by 4. What is our final answer? Our final answer is nothing but I equals to I1 multiply with I2. I1 multiply with I2. So our final answer is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will be 1 by 4 into gamma 3 by 4 into gamma 1 by 2, which is under root pi. Gamma 1 by 2 already you know, which is under root pi, divided by gamma 5 by 4. Gamma 5 by 4 could be written as 1 plus 1 by 4. That means it could be written as 1 by 4 into gamma 1 by 4. Did you understand this point? Gamma 5 by 4, gamma 5 by 4, gamma 5 by 4 could be written as 1 by 4 plus 1. That means n gamma n. Right? Multiply with 1 by 2, 1 by 2 has become 1 by 4. This is 3 by 4. Now this is gamma 1 by 4. Gamma 1 by 2 is nothing but under root pi only, divided by gamma 3 by 4. So gamma 3 by 4 and 3 by 4 is getting cancelled out. Gamma 1 by 4, gamma 1 by 4 is getting cancelled out. 1 by 4, 1 by 4 getting cancelled out. Under root pi into under root pi. I is nothing but pi only. This is the answer. The answer is I equals to pi. Answer is pi only. That's it. This is how we need to solve. Very simple process, very simple question. Okay, very easily we will be able to get the answer. Let's go to the next one. This question, this is a very good question. Very good question. How will you think? Cos 2 theta, cos theta. First of all, I will think to convert into sinusoid or cosinusoid. One cos is already there, so I will think of sinusoid, right? So that I could make the form of sin to the power m theta, sin to the power m theta, cos to the power n theta, 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 theta. Why I am saying theta? Theta. Okay. Sin to the power m theta, cos to the power n theta. Okay. So what I will do? 0 to pi by 4, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, right? Correct formula, to the power 3 by 2 cos theta d theta. But still there is power 3 by 2, I cannot do anything, I cannot proceed. And secondly, limit is from 0 to pi by 4. What do I do now? If it was 1 minus sine square theta, then it was not a problem. 1 minus sine square theta would become cos square theta, then cos square, let's just say it was 1 minus sine square theta. 1 minus sine square theta to the power 3 by 2. Then it would become cos square theta to the power 3 by 2. So this and this will get cancelled out, it would become cos to the power 3 theta. It would not be a problem for me. So who is creating the problem? This 2 sine square theta is creating the big problem now. Along with the limit as well. Limit is from 0 to pi by 4. So if I just think, if I just ask myself to think a bit, if I put in place of 2 sine square theta, if I put sine square t, what will happen now? Talk about the limit as well. Everything is going positive, so I will only take the positive value. So under root 2 sine theta would be equals to sine t. Now think about the limit as well. If theta equals to 0, then under root 2 sine 0 will be 0 only, so t will also be equals to 0 degree. If theta equals to pi by 4, so under root 2 sine pi by 4 is 1 by under root 2 equals to sine t. From here you are getting sine t equals to 1. Sine t equals to 1. What does that mean? T equals to pi by 2. So limit is also fine now. Are you able to understand this point? Limit is also going from 0 to pi by 2 now. 0 to pi by 2. So limit is also good. Along with that, you will be able to make 1 minus sine square t now. Are you able to understand this point? So from here, what you will be getting? Under root 2 cos theta d theta sine t dt. Right? So let's get started. What I can do? I from 0 to pi by 2. 1 minus sine square t to the power 3 by 2. Cos theta d theta is sine t dot dt divided by under root 2. Sine t dot dt divided by under root 2. Understandable? So what you will be getting? 1 by under root 2 outside, 0 to pi by 2. This will become cos square t. So this will become cos to the power 3t dot sine t dt. Right? Can you write down the answer now? Yes, sir. Absolutely. 1 by under root 2. So there will be 1 by 2 which we will not be forgetting. M plus n by 2 which will be 3 plus 1 by 2, 4 by 2 will be 2 only. N plus 1 by 2, 1 gamma 3. So it will become 1, 1, 2 factorial. So 1 by 4 under root 2. 1 by 4 under root 2. अरे वाह, क्या गड़बड़ कर दी भाई, क्या गड़बड़ कर दी? cos theta d theta sin t by something wrong we have done. 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Is this formula correct? 0 to pi by 4 cos 2 theta to the power 3 by 2 cos theta. So 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So 2 sin square theta we have assumed as sin square t. So under root 2 sin theta would be equals to sin t. Under root 2 cos theta d theta would be equals to sin t. Okay. Sorry. This will be cos t dot dt, no? This will be cos t dot dt, right? Here when we are integrating here, under root 2 sin theta, under root 2 cos theta d theta, right? So here also we will integrate, no? Sorry, here also we will differentiate, no? Cos t dot dt, right? Cos t dot dt would come here, right? So here what I will write down, cos theta d theta would be replaced as cos t dt. This will be cos t dt. So this will become cos to the power 4t. So this will become cos to the power 4t. This will become cos to the power 4t. Cos to the power 4t. This will become cos to the power 4t dot dt. This will be the scenario, right? So how will I solve it? I will solve by the previous method now. 1 by under root 2. What is my previous method? My previous method says whatever the power is there, 4 into 2 into, after that I don't need to write down. Then 1 less power, 3 into 1. Along with that, there will be even, that's why pi by 2 would also come. If you don't remember it, then you can solve by this method as well. At 1 by under root 2, then 1 by 2 you will not forget, m plus 1 by 2, m plus 1 by 2, 4 plus 1 by 2, that would be 5 by 2. Then n plus 1 by 2, sine to the power 0, that means here 1 by 2 would come, divided by addition of both of them, that would be 3, right? So you can solve this one, you will get the answer, you will get the same answer. I solved by the previous method. What was my previous method? Do you remember that method? This 4 you will take downward, 4, then keep on subtracting 2, then from 4 you will subtract 1, then keep on subtracting 2. Since this is an even power, multiply with pi by 2. So what is the answer you are getting? 3 pi divided by 16 under root 2. 3 pi divided by 16 under root 2. So you can see this previous method can help you drastically here, right? Why is that so? Because here you will have to find out the value of gamma pi by 2, gamma 5 by 2 as well, which is not very difficult. That will be 1 by 2, that will be 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 under root pi, multiply with under root pi, because this will be also under root pi. So under root pi will become pi only. Not very difficult, but still. And divided by 2 under root 2. So this will be the answer. Again, same answer you will be getting, 3 pi by 16 under root 2. But yeah, if you remember both of the methods, no, then here a bit easier calculation you will be able to do. In a quicker manner you will be able to do the calculation. This calculation is also not very difficult. How did we reach this point? I hope it is not difficult for you. Reaching this point is not difficult. 1 by under root 2 was already there. In the formula there is 1 by 2. Gamma m plus 1 by 2. What is m? M is 4. 4 plus 1 by 2, 5 by 2. Then there is sinusoid as well. No, sine t to the power 0. Sine t to the power 0. So 0 plus 1 by 2, 0 plus 1 by 2. So this is also coming. Then 5 plus 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is 3. So downward there is gamma 3. You can find out the value of gamma 5 by 2. You can find out the value of gamma 1 by 2, which is under root pi. Solve this, you will get the same answer. So this is the answer that you are getting. Understandable? This is the answer that we are getting. Okay. Well and good. Let's solve the next one. Let's solve this question. Sir, here there is x. This kind of formula we haven't studied. Sir, here there is pi by 3 as well. This also we haven't studied. Like whatever the formula that we have studied, which formula we have studied? We have studied the formula from 0 to pi by 2. Sine to the power m theta cos to the power n theta. This formula we know. Dot d theta. This formula we know, no? But this is completely different, sir. Completely different. So this is actually a very good question. So this will be actually a very good question. So first of all, I need to do something for this x. If it was only theta here, then I could have done something. But so first of all, I will have to do something for x. So what I will do, I would apply the King's rule now. If 0 plus pi by 3, then subtract it from x. So what I will be getting, I equals to 0 to pi by 3. Then pi by 3 minus x sine square, subtract it from x. Whatever the limit that you have added, subtract it from, subtract x from it. So let's write it down a bit down, or let's do one thing. Let's take this box here and let's keep it here. Dot cos cube 6 pi by 3 minus x dot dx. King's rules I am applying. So what I am getting, 0 to pi by 3, this is your I, pi by 3 minus x sine, inside this what you are getting, pi minus 3x whole cube, right? This 3 multiplied, so pi minus 3x whole cube or whole square. Then cos cube 2 pi minus 6x dot dx, right? This will lie in the second quadrant, it will be positive. This will lie in the fourth quadrant, it will also be positive, right? So all are positive. So eventually what you are getting, 0 to pi by 3, pi by 3 minus x sine square 3x cos cube 6x dot dx. This is your equation 1, this is your equation 2. If you add both of these equations, what you will get? Can you add equation 1 and 2? If I add equation 1 and 2, if I add 1 and 2, what I will be getting? I plus I will become 2i, 0 to pi by 3. Now, if I add both of them, then this will come common, no? This much will become common. Sine square 3x cos cube 6x, this will become common. And then inside what you will be getting? Pi by 3 minus x plus x. So what you will be left with? Pi by 3 only. This will come common. This much part will come common. And then inside what you will be getting? Pi by 3 minus x plus x. So plus x and minus x will get cancelled out. Only pi by 3 will be left. So pi by 3 dot sine square 3x cos cube 6x dot dx. Right? So what you are getting here, I is coming out to be equals to pi by 6, 0 to pi by 3, sine square 3x cos cube 6x dot dx. So this is the scenario that we are getting. Okay. So let's write down this integration again on the next page. I equals to what we are getting, pi by 6. Look, let's do one thing. I am calling this as I equals to this much as I2. Okay, I am calling this much as I2. This integration I am calling as I2. So my answer will be pi by 6 into I2. So first I am solving I2. My target would be solving I2 only. What is my answer? I is nothing but pi by 6 into I2. So my target is solving I2 now. What is I2? 0 to pi by 3. 0 to pi by 3. Sine square 3x. Sine square 3x dot cos cube 6x dot dx. This is what I am supposed to solve. Right? What do you think? What changes you are going to make now? What you are going to put? 3x equals to t. What do you think? If I put 3x equals to t, my limit will go from 0 to pi. If I put 3x equals to t, if I put 6x equals to t, this will become t by 2, which I don't want. I don't want to solve the problems in t by 2 or t by 4 or t by 5. So first of all, like the very first thing that clicks to me is 3x equals to t. This is what is clicking to me, that 3x equals to t. So from here, 3 dx equals to dt. This is what is clicking to me. So dx is nothing but dt by 3. If x is 0, then t is 0. If x is pi by 3, then t is pi. So what is your I2? 0 to pi sine square t cos cube 2t dot dt by 3. So 1 by 3 I can take outside. Right? What you can do now? Again, there is a problem, no? 2t and t, this is a problem. Right? You cannot apply this formula. Till this point, you cannot apply. Both angles should be same. But these angles are not same. Cos 2t you can replace. 1 minus sine square 2t or whatever it is. But there will be cube. Again, it's a issue. What I mean to say is that someone would say that, sir, cos 2t I will replace with 1 minus 2 sine square t. Right? But you will have to write down the formula of cube then. Then a cube plus b cube, this you will apply. Although you will get the answer, but not a wise way of solving the problem. Right? Can I apply King's rule? Will the King's rule be helping? If you do pi minus t, then sine square pi minus t, sine square t only, and this will become pi minus 2t. King's rule will also not help. King's rule will not do anything here. What I can think? If I think of replacing sine square t, then something can happen. Sine square t. What I am thinking that I know the formula cos 2t equals to 1 minus 2 sine square t. Right, sir? So, sir, sine square t could be written as 1 minus cos 2t by 2. This is what it could be written. Say yes or no. So, let's try this thing here, sir. 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2t by 2 and then cos cube 2t dot dt. So now something can happen. Something, what something would happen? Already things had happened. Now there will be two integrations, no? This 1 by 2 will come outside. So 1 by 6 0 to pi cos cube 2t dot dt minus 0 to pi cos to the power 4 2t dot dt. This is what I am supposed to solve. That's it. Can you solve this one? Yes, sir. This 2t is the problem. No, this 2t is the problem. So assume 2t as theta. Assume 2t as theta. Assume 2t as theta. So what will be dt? Dt will become d theta by 2. And what about the limit? What about the limit? Limit will go from 0 to 2 pi. Right? Limit will go from 0 to 2 pi. So let's see it. What we are getting? We need to add a page. We need to add a page. Look, if you look at this integration, no, if you look at this integration would be 0 only. Cos cube 2t. Oh, forget about it. Let's do this thing. So what we are getting, 1 by 6 is outside. This is our I2 is going on. I2 is going on. 1 by 6 is outside. What is the limit? If t is 0, limit will go from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. Cos cube, in place of 2t you will put theta. Cos cube theta. In place of dt, what you will put? D theta by 2. D theta by 2. Right? Then minus 0 to 2 pi cos to the power 4 theta. Cos to the power 4 theta dot d theta by 2. And limit will be 0 to 2 pi. This is the scenario. Right? Make the graph of cos cube theta from 0 to 2 pi. Make the graph of cos theta from 0 to 2 pi. Make the graph of cos theta from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. This is the graph, no? From 0 to 2 pi. Right? If you make cos cube theta, that means if you make cos theta to the power odd, then the same graph you will be getting. Because negative will be negative only, positive will be positive only. And if you make cos theta to the power even, then what will happen? The negative part will become positive. This negative part will become positive. This will be cos theta to the power even. This will be 2 pi. This will be 3 pi by 2. This will be pi. This will be pi by 2. Although, look, you are not taking a mode here, no? So this graph will be smooth actually. Here I am making the graph like this, right? But actually the graph will be smooth in this manner. Why the graph will be smooth? Because you are taking the square, not the mode. Square you are taking, square you are taking, or power 4 you are taking. So graph will be actually smooth. So here I should have made the graph to be smooth here. The transition would be smooth. Like in this graph, if you say, if I ask you, is it differentiable at pi by 2? You would say it is not differentiable, right? Because there is sharp transition. I told you, right? There is sharp transition, but actually it will be smooth. So these kind of small like things we can do in theory, but hopefully you would know that, yeah, our conceptual understanding is next level, right? So it will be actually smooth. So I should have made the graph smooth. Like previously as well, I have made the graph like this. So it will not be like this because we are not taking the mode here. Directly mode if you are taking, then there will be sharp transition. But if you are taking the squares and all, then the graph would be smooth here. It will be differentiable for sure. Okay. So just there is some different way of drawing the diagram, but concept says that whatever that you will be getting from 0 to pi by 2, the same you will get from pi by 2 to pi as well. The same you will get from here to here. The same you will get from here to here. And if the power is odd, then whatever the positive value you are getting, whatever the positive area you are getting, the same negative area you also will be getting. That means this will go to 0. Only this will be the concern. And what will be the concern here? 1 by 6, 1 by 2 you can take outside, multiply with 4, negative sign is already there, 0 to pi by 2. Why multiply with 4? Because this 2 pi I am breaking from 0 to pi by 2, multiply with 4. 1 by 6 was already there, 1 by 2 already there, minus sign already there, cos to the power 4 theta dot d theta. Now I just need to solve it. Minus 1 by 3, multiply with cos to the power 4 theta d theta I have already solved, right? This I have already solved here. So this will come out to be 3 pi by 16. Okay. What this comes out to be 3 pi by 16. So this I have already solved. This is 3 pi by 16. 3 pi by 16. Okay. because this we have already solved. 4 here, 2 here, 3 here, 1 here, 3, then pi by 2. Yeah, 3 pi by 16. So answer is minus pi by 16. So your I2 is coming out to be minus pi by 16. So what is your I? I is nothing but pi by 6 into I2. Pi by 6 into I2. So answer will come out to be pi by 6 into minus pi by 16. That would be minus pi square by 96. A very good question. A lot of thought process is there. A lot of thinking is there. Right? A very good question. Like when you revise this, these kind of questions should be there, always there in your revision. Minus pi square by 96. A lot of thought process is there, that how we will start. First, we would see of this x, then how we would remove it. By King's rule, we have removed it. Then this is the process now. This is also not very straightforward. Then what we thought of I2. We need to solve I2. So first I eradicated this 3x. When I eradicated this 3x, still there is a problem now. Now what I do of this sine square t or cos cube 2t. So even if I replace cos cube 2t, something if I try to do, then cubic form I will be making, then it will be very hectic, right? Cube I will have to solve. So that idea I dropped. In place of sine square t, I put this scenario. Then these two integration also we need to solve. So they were also good integration. First of all, about the limit, 2t was the problem. So first I took the limit in this manner, and then I saw that yeah, this will be the problem, that here whatever the positive area you get, the same negative area you will get. Here whatever the positive area you are getting, simply the 4 times. Then I solved it, I got the answer. Okay, so very good question. These kind of questions should always be there in your revision. Okay, very good question. Let's go to the next one. This one. So these kind of questions are straightforward and we have solved it as well. How we will solve? By the King's rule. Okay. Now that standard pattern, no, the standard pattern has ended now. Whatever the standard pattern, like this pattern has ended. Which pattern? This pattern. This pattern has ended now. Now some simple questions which we used to solve in class 12th. In class 12th or in JEE examination, these kind of questions we are going to solve now. So these kind of questions we used to solve, right? Add the limit, then simply do minus x. When you add the limit, what you will get? 5 plus minus 5. What that would be? That would be 0. That would be 0. And subtract x from it. From 0 you would subtract x. So what you will get? This will become 5 plus x and this will become 5 minus x. Basically what does it say? It says one thing. If this was the scenario, minus a to a fx dot dx. So what you can do? Add both of these limits. Add both of these limits. If you add both of these limits, what you will get? Minus a plus a will be 0. Minus x dot dx. This is what you can do, right? What was the actual formula? What was the actual King's rule? Actual King's rule was from a to b fx dot dx could be written as a to b, add both of them and subtract x from it. So similarly what I am saying, I am making minus a to a fx dot dx. So minus a to a, add both of them, minus a plus a, that would be 0, minus x dot dx. What it could be written as? Minus a to a f of minus x dot dx. So here what I have done, f of minus x. In place of x, I have put minus x. That's it, nothing else. So this will become 5 plus under root x, 5 minus under root x dot dx. Now what I would do, I would add both of them. If I add both of them, what I will be getting? Minus 5 plus 5. This is under root 5 minus x upon under root 5 plus x plus under root 5 plus x upon under root 5 minus x dot dx. 2i equals to minus 5 to 5. Adding both of them is helping or not? Usually this is what we do. We add both of them. Is it helping? Let's check it out. Under root 5 plus x and under root 5 minus x. So here what you are getting? 5 minus x plus basically I have took the LCM. What will be the LCM? Under root 5 plus x multiply with under root 5 minus x. So here you are getting 5 minus x plus 5 plus x. 5 plus x dot dx. Right? This is what you are getting. How I am struggling in these kind of problems, right? So what you will be getting, these kind of questions are from JEE only, no? In JEE we used to solve these kind of problems. Tan equals to minus 5 to 5. What you will be getting here, 5 plus 5 will be 10, so 10 I am taking outside, minus 5 to 5, 1 upon under root, this will become a plus b into a minus b, so a square minus b square, so this will become 5 square minus x square dot dx. Have we studied some formula like that? Have we studied some formula like that? Absolutely, sir, we have surely studied some formula like that. What is that formula? The formula is 1 upon under root a square minus x square, that is nothing but sine inverse x by a plus c. So this formula, sir, we have surely studied. So this 2 and this will get cancelled out, so this I is coming out to be 5, and then this will be sine inverse x by a, x by a, from minus 5 to 5. So 5 sine inverse 5 by 5 will be sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse minus 1. So sine inverse minus 1 minus sine can come outside. So tan into sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So 5 pi is the answer. What is sine inverse 1? Sine inverse 1. What is sine inverse minus x? That is nothing but minus sine inverse x. Okay. Or you can see this is a even function. In place of x, if you put minus x, it is a even function. So it could go from 0 to 5 and 2 can come outside. So it is a even function. So sine inverse 1. What sine inverse 0 will be 0. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So pi by 2 into 2 will be pi. So 5 pi will be the answer. Answer is 5 pi. Answer is 5 pi. That's the answer. This much will you be able to solve. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Sine inverse minus 1 could be written, minus sign goes outside. So this will become sine inverse 1 again. So this will become tan into sine inverse 1. What is sine inverse 1? Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So tan into pi by 2 will be 5 pi. This will be the answer. Understandable? Let's go to the next one. Again, JEE question, very famous. Very famous JEE question. Right? It was there in your class 12th NCERT notebook as well. What you would do? King's rule again. So all these questions are based on King's rules only. Eventually, if the question is not standard, what we will do? We will apply King's rule only. So add both of these limits and subtract it from x. Now you have to remember this formula, tan a minus b. Okay, not very tough to remember. Sometimes it might be used in your engineering as well. So you can remember it. Tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. Okay, not very tough to remember. 1 plus tan a tan b. So dot dx. So I going from 0 to pi by 4 ln 1 plus tan a minus tan b, tan pi by 4. What is tan pi by 4? That is 1 only. So tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus, what is tan pi by 4? That is 1. Tan a tan b dot dx. What you are getting? I from 0 to pi by 4 ln, this will become 1 plus tan x, 1 minus tan x, so divided by 1 plus tan x plus 1 minus tan x, so tan x get cancelled out, 2 by 1 plus tan x dot dx, right? 0 to pi by 4. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Add both of them, I plus I will become 2i, 0 to pi by 4, I plus I will become 2i, 0 to pi by 4 ln 1 plus tan x plus ln 2 by 1 plus tan x dot dx. So 2i is coming out to be 0 to this formula we need to remember, which you can keep like this. So 2i is coming out to be 0 to pi by 4. Now ln a plus ln b. Here what is the scenario? Ln a plus ln b, that would be ln ab. Like ln a into b is nothing but ln a plus ln b. So just multiply both of them. What you are getting? ln 1 plus tan x multiply with 2 upon 1 plus tan x dot dx. This 1 plus tan x, 1 plus tan x will get cancelled out. ln 2 will come outside. 2i equals to 0 to pi by 4 ln 2 dot dx. Right? So ln 2 will come outside. This will be pi by 4. So I is coming out to be pi into ln 2 divided by 8. So pi by 8 ln 2. Pi by 8 ln 2. This is a very famous question. Pi by 8 ln 2 is the answer. Okay. Simply follow the process and you will get the answer, nothing else. Okay. So pi by 8 ln 2 is the answer. Let's go to the next one. This question we need to solve. Again, King's rule. One guy, that is king. King's rule. Pi minus x sine pi minus x dot dx upon 1 plus cos square pi minus x. 0 to pi minus x sine pi minus x. In which quadrant it will lie? It will go in the second quadrant, right? Say yes or no. All student, yeah. Second quadrant sine is positive. Divided by 1 plus cos square. It will go in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant cos is negative, but there is square, so it will become positive only. Square of any negative number will be positive only. Dot dx. If you add both of them, then sin x divided by 1 plus cos square x will come common. Pi minus x will be added with x, so pi will come out. So if you add this equation 1 and this equation 2, then I plus I will become 2i from 0 to pi. Then sin x divided by 1 plus cos square x, that will come common. Pi minus x plus x will become pi only. Divided by sin x into 1 plus cos square x dot dx. So from here, I will come out to be pi by 2, 0 to pi, sin x divided by 1 plus cos square x dot dx. Right? Now you can assume cos x as t, cos x as t. So what will be sin x dot dx? That would be equals to minus dt. And what about the limit? If x is 0, then what will be cos 0? Cos 0 will be 1 only. And if x is pi, then what will be? If x is pi, then it will be minus 1. So I equals to pi by 2. If x is 0, then it will be 1 to minus 1. This will be minus dt upon 1 plus t square. So I can write it down as pi by 2 into 1 to minus 1 dt 1 plus t square. I have taken, sorry, minus 1 to plus 1. Minus 1 to plus 1. I have taken negative sign outside. Okay. And you can see that this is a even function. This is a even function. So what I can see, I can break it down from 0 to 1 and I can take 2 outside. Since it is an even function, no, minus a to a was there. So I took it from 0 to 1 and I took it 2 outside. So what answer I am getting? I equals to pi into tan inverse t from 0 to 1. Pi tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. What is tan inverse 1? That is pi by 4. So answer is pi square by 4. That's the answer. That's the answer. Pi square by 4. Okay. Very simple question. Just a King's rule you keep on applying, and after that you got here. Just after that you need to solve this integration, which is coming out to be this negative sign you take outside, minus 1 to 1, then it is a even function. Then you can take 2 outside from 0 to 1, tan inverse t. Just put the limit, tan inverse 1 is pi by 4, pi square by 4 is the answer. More questions we will solve. This came in JEE 2026. Try doing it on your own. Any way you can do. King's rule you can apply, or You can assume as well 3 to the power x as t, you can assume. Any way you can try doing it on your own. You should be able to solve it. Okay, I equals to 0 to 2 1 by 3 to the power x plus 3 dot dx. So if I assume 3 to the power x as t, it will become t plus 3, and t plus 3 integration I already know, which will be ln t plus 3. So that also I can take, or King's rules also I can apply. 0 plus 2, so simply first thing that will click to me will be King's rule only. So limit will be 2 only, so subtract it from. So King's rule I have applied here. So what I am getting from 0 to 2, 1 upon 9 into 3 to the power minus x. This 3 square will become 9 into 3 to the power minus x plus 3 dot dx. Then I need to add both of them. If I add both of them, let's solve it further. What I can do, 1 upon 9 upon 3 to the power x plus 3 dot dx, right? So this would become 3 to the power x goes upward, 3 to the power x goes upward, 3 to the power x goes upward, and this 3 to the power x is multiplied here as well, so this will become 3 to the power x plus 1. Is that clear to you? Did you understand what I did here? This is 9 by 3 to the power x. So you can say in the numerator and denominator I multiply with 3 to the power x. So upper side 3 to the power x would come, here it would become 9, it would become 3 to the power x plus 1. So what I am thinking is that I can take 3 outside. So this will become 1 by 3, 0 to 2, 3 to the power x upon 3 plus 3 to the power x dot dx. Did you understand what I did here? Did you understand? I took 3 outside. From the bottom I took 3 outside. So this became 3 plus 3 to the power x dot dx. This is what I have done. Why I have done so? So that it would be easy for me to add up. Now equation 1 and 2 I will add up, no? So it would be easy for me to add up now. Say yes or no. Okay, the addition would become easy. So I plus I will become 2i, 0 to 2, 1 upon 3 to the power x plus 3 plus, always there is this 1 by 3, right? So you do one thing, this will become 3i, no? This 3 you take here. So from here what you are getting, 3i equals to 0 to 2, 3 to the power x upon 3 plus 3 to the power x dot dx. Now this is your equation 2. Make this as equation 2. Make this as equation 2. Now 3i plus I will be 4i. So what you will do? When you add both of them, 3i plus I will be 4i. Would be equals to what? If you add both of them. Now addition would become very easy now. 0 to 2, 1 by 3 to the power x plus 3 plus 3 to the power x divided by 3 to the power x plus 3 dot dx. Am I doing some mistake or what? आंसर तो नहीं आ रहा भाई इससे. कोई गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो रही? गड़बड़ तो कुछ नहीं है यार. Plus 2 minus 2 we will have to do. We made it lengthy, I guess. 0 to 2. This became 3 to the power x plus 1 upon 3 to the power x plus 3 dot dx, right? So what I can do is that here I can do one thing, plus 2 and minus 2 I can do, no? Dot dx. Why I am doing so? Because from here I am getting 4i equals to 0 to 2, 3x plus 3 divided by 3x plus 3 minus 2 upon 3x plus 3 dot dx. So 4i equals to 0 to 2 dot dx minus 2 upon 1 plus 3 to the power x plus 3 dot dx. Say yes or no, right? and 0 to 2, 1 by 3 to the power x dot dx, it is nothing but I only. So what you are getting, 4i equals to, when you solve it, limit going from 0 to 2 minus 2i. So answer is 6i equals to 2, I is coming out to be 1 by 3. Okay, lengthy we made it needlessly lengthy. I guess if you assume 3x equals to 3 to the power x equals to t, then it would be easier for you to solve. Although this was also not very difficult. Here also the King's rule we applied, and using the King's rule as well we got the answer. But a bit lengthy it became. Here I thought that if I simply add them up, then I would get the answer. But when I added them up, I got to know that this is becoming 3 to the power x plus 1. So plus 2 minus 2 I will have to do. So this is how I need to break it down. This will become again I only. So 6i would be equals to 2. I is 1 by 3. I is 1 by 3. Okay. Right. So yeah, not very easy, not very difficult as well. Like you can try on your own with the 3 to the power x equals to t. You assume 3 to the power x equals to t, then do the differentiation 3 to the power x t ln t. So 3 to the power x is already t, then it would be easier. Okay, pretty sure I am easy. It would be much easier. So very easily you will get the answer there. So assume 3 to the power x as t, then you will be able to solve it in an easy manner. Otherwise, this is also fine. Solve this one. Okay. So what I will do here, first of all I will make it look good. Going from minus infinity to 0, 1 upon e to the power x plus 1 by e to the power x dot dx. Going from minus infinity to 0, e to the power x goes upward, e to the power 2x plus 1. This will become e to the power x whole square. E to the power x whole square dot dx. Okay, now simply you can see that if I assume e to the power x as t, then e to the power x dx would become dt. Right? Now if x is infinity, if x is minus infinity, then e to the power minus infinity will be equals to t, or you can say t would be equals to 0. And if x is 0, then e to the power 0 will be equals to t, and t would be equals to 1. Right? So what is I? I is going from 0 to 1. E to the power x dx would be dt divided by t square plus 1. Right? So that would be tan inverse t. Going from 0 to 1, tan inverse 1 will be nothing but tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. So tan inverse 1 will be pi by 4, and tan inverse 0 will be 0 only. That's the answer. Okay, very simple process, very straightforward. JEE kind of questions we are solving here. Okay, simply just put down the limits and your job would be done. So these kind of questions are very straightforward to solve. Right, let's go to next one. Yeah, so now there is a new topic. So 2 hours we have spent just to solve the problems. Okay, now there is a new topic. We will understand the meaning of convergence. What is the meaning of convergence? So if you solve this series, what will be the answer? S equals to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. What is the answer? So I know that, sir, it is nothing but it is a GP, A upon 1 minus R. A upon 1 minus R. What will be the answer? 1 upon 1 by 2. Answer will be equals to 2. Right? The common ratio is 1 by 2. So A upon 1 minus R. So answer will be 2. That means summation of this series is coming out to be 2, which is a finite number. No. So if the summation is coming out to be a finite number, no, then we will say that series converges. What do we say? Series is converging to a finite number, which is 2. So series converges to 2. This is what we will say. This is the meaning of convergence. And what is the meaning of divergence or anything? Like if you add up 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, so number will keep on adding up, and you would know that S will tend to infinity only, right? 1 plus 2 plus number is rising only. So what does that mean? That means series diverges. So does the series converge? No. Series does not converge, or you can say series diverges. So this is the meaning of convergence and divergence. Is that understandable to you? If the addition is finite, then you would know addition or whatever there, like there could be addition, subtraction as well. Like whatever the summation has been written, if that summation is giving you a finite value, then you would say converges. Otherwise, you would say diverges. Understandable? Okay. Now summation summation n going from 1 to infinity, does this converge? A very important question. Like 3 to 4 times this has been asked in GATE examination, and every time aspirant would mess it up. On the first glance, what do you think? What is your answer? Will it converge? 1 by n. So just write down the series s equals to, in place of n I will put 1, then in place of n I will put 2, then in place of n I will put 3, then in place of n I will put 4, and so on. As of now, it feels like that, sir, value is going down. So, sir, I feel that yes, it should converge. This is the first thing that will give to you. In my examination as well, this question came for 2 marks. I messed it up. In my GATE 2022 attempt, in my third year of attempt, this question came for 2 marks. I messed it up. I got 0 marks. It was a MSQ question. Other series were also there, but I messed it up. I would say that this will converge. A lot of people would think that this will converge, but actually it will not converge. Why is that so? Let's check that out. Do you remember the expansion of ln 1 minus x? No. Sir, ln 1 minus x expansion we don't remember. What we remember? Sir, we remember 1 minus x to the power minus 1. This we remember. Sir, this is 1 plus, this minus 1 goes inside. 1 plus x square by 2. Sorry, 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x to the power 4 and so on. Right? And if I integrate this, what I will get? ln 1 minus x. ln 1 minus x and with the negative sign. So negative sign goes here as well. So this answer you will be getting x square by 2. Both side I have done the integration. What I have done? I have integrated it. I have simply integrated it. I have simply done the integration. So this what integration it will give you? ln 1 minus x divided by minus 1. So this minus sign has gone here. So ln 1 minus x. So minus sign has gone here. Integration of 1 will be x. Integration of this will be x square by 2, x cube by 3, x to the power 4 by 4 and so on. Now in place of x you put 1. What you are getting? ln 1 minus 1 would be equals to minus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 and so on. What is this? This is ln 0. What is ln 0? ln 0 is minus infinity. So minus infinity is equals to this. Minus and minus sign will get cancelled out. From here what you are getting? 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus and so on is tending to infinity only, because answer is coming out to be infinity, no? So yes, it is tending to infinity. It does not converge. It does not converge. Does not converge. It feels like that it will be converging, but actually it does not converge. Okay, it always diverges. The proof also I have given. It always diverges. The proof also I have given, but you need to remember it. Whenever you see 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, it will feel like that sir number is going down. That means it should converge, but actually it will diverge. The number is coming out to be infinity only. Is that clear to you? Always remember that. Okay, a lot of aspirant would mess it up here. Like we were making the solution of GATE 2025 question paper as far as I remember. In GATE 2025 as well it came, and when I was making the solution there also I did the mistake that it will converge. So this is the mistake that I do again and again. Hopefully my student will not do the mistake. 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, this will not converge. So from here there is a concept called P series. Okay, so when you find out the summation of this, no, like what will happen? Put n equals to 1, then put n equals to 2, then put n equals to 3, then put n equals to 4 in that manner. So what you are getting here, this will be keep on going on, right? So when you find out this summation, no, what you will get? It will go to infinity. This 1 by n we already know this has went to infinity. When I find out this summation, no, it came out to be pi square by 6. Sir, how it came out to be pi square by 6? That is not in your it should not be a matter of concern, or I would say it is not in your syllabus. Or using the Fourier series you can find out, it will come out to be pi square by 6. But you will remember it. Summation n going from 1 to infinity, 1 by n square. That means 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1 by 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square plus 1 upon 4 square plus 1 upon 5 square and so on. If you do, then you will always get the value, it will come out to be equals to pi square by 6. This is derived from Euler's identity. But if you don't want to use Euler's identity, using the Fourier series you can derive it. But always remember, as of now, what is your target? Remember this, summation n going from 1 to infinity. When I did this, it came out to be pi square by 6. So from here, one result came, one very important result came, that is known as P series. So what this P series would say? I will again write down the statement of P series. So P series would always comment on summation n going from 1 to infinity 1 by n to the power p. Always remember that. It will comment on n going from 1 to infinity 1 by n to the power p. So what it will say? That this series will either converge or it will diverge. When it will converge? When p is greater than 1, and it will diverge when p is less than 1. What is the meaning of converging? Converging means it will give you a finite value. So when p is greater than 1, that means p is 2. So it is giving a finite value. And when p is less than or equals to 1, less than or equals to 1, when p is equals to 1, then also it is giving infinity. When p is equals to 1 by 2, here under root n is there, no? That means p is equals to 1 by 2. P is 1 by 2, then also it is giving infinity, right? So it will diverge, that means it will give infinite value. Remember it, it should be stuck in your mind. I don't know how many times question have come from here. Like I have lost the count. This much important it is. It should be stuck in your mind. And if p is greater than 1, then it will converge. That means you will remember this example, summation 1 by n square, that will be equals to pi square by 6. Summation 1 by n square will be equals to pi square by 6. This is what you will remember. So then you will be able to remember this conclusion as well. And summation 1 by n will come to infinity. This also you will remember. This series you will remember. So then you will be able to write down the conclusion. That if p is greater than 1, then it will converge. That means it will give you a finite value. Otherwise, it will give you infinity. Always remember it is 1 by n to the power p. Not directly n to the power p. It is 1 by n to the power p. And p could be any value. P is real number. P could be negative value as well. Here we have seen positive values only. P could be negative value as well. P is any real number. Okay. Solve this question. Which of the following will converge? What is option A? Option A is given as summation n going from 1 to infinity n square. Will I conclude from here? Although I can conclude. How I can conclude? 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square and so on. I know that it will be infinity only. It will not converge. It will not converge. It will be not converging. Or I can see by P series as well. How I can see by P series? It would be 1 by n to the power minus 2. Right? So here what is the value of P? Value of P is minus 2. What does that mean? What does that mean? Value of P is less than or equals to 1. And if the value of P is less than or equals to 1, what does that mean? It will diverge. Okay, if value is less, then it will diverge. If value is greater, then it will converge. So if value is less, then it will diverge. That's it. Diverge means it will give the value to be infinity. So it will not converge. What about this? What is the value of P here? For the option B, what is the value of P? P equals to 3, which is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, then yes, it will converge. For the next one, what is the value of P? P is minus 1 by 2, which is less than 1. It could be negative, I told you, it could be negative, which is less than 1. If it is less than 1, then that means it will not converge. Right? Less than or equals to 1. At equals to 1 as well, it will not converge. So less than equals to 1. Option D. What is the value of P? Value of P here is 5 by 2, which is greater than 1. So if it is greater than 1, then it will converge. Right? Here, E. What is the value of P? That is minus 1, which is less than or equals to 1. That means it will not converge. And what about F? What is the value of P? Which is 7.5, which is greater than 1. That means it will converge. So it should be stuck in your mind. P equals to 1 is the matter of concern. If it is less than 1, then it will diverge. If it is greater than 1, then it will converge. If it is less than 1, then it will diverge. If it is less than 1, then it will diverge. If it is greater than 1, then it will converge. Okay. So this will diverge. This will converge. This will diverge. This will converge. This will diverge. This will converge. less than 1, less than or equals to 1. At 1 as well, it will diverge only. Okay, always, always, always remember. Same goes with the integration as well. You find out these integrations. After that, you find out these integrations as well. For integration, there are two P series. Two kind of P series are there. So you find out these integrations. You find out these integrations on your own, and then I will come back and we will solve it. Okay, do it on your own. Do it once on your own. Find out these integration and these integration. Always take care of the limit. Limit is 1 to infinity, and here it is 0 to 1. Let me take a break. I will drink some water and then I will come back. Okay. Then we will solve these integration, and based on that we will make some conclusion. We will write down the conclusion of a P series here. So all three conclusion we are going to write down. Okay. So let's solve it first. Yeah, welcome back. So did you solve these integrations? So let's solve this integration. What will be the integration of 1 by x? Sir, that would be nothing but ln mod of x. What I need to do, I need to put the limit from 1 to infinity. Sir, it would become ln infinity minus ln 1, that is 0. Ln infinity is nothing but infinity only. So what is the answer? Sir, it is not converging, it is diverging. Right? For the second one, sir, what is the integration of 1 by under root x? Sir, it would be x to the power minus 1 by 2. So x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2. So that would become 2 under root x. So integration is nothing but 2 under root x. So integration is 2 under root x. What I need to do, I need to put the limit from 1 to infinity. What I will get, 2 outside. 2 is constant, I can take outside, under root infinity minus under root 1. So under root infinity is infinity only. So 2 into infinity minus 1, that would be equals to infinity only. Again it is diverging. And here, what is the scenario? What will be the integration? Minus 1 by x will be the integration. It is x to the power minus 1 by 2. So add 1 divided by minus 1. So minus 1 by x. So integration is nothing but minus 1 by x. Goes from 1 to infinity. Right? So minus sign you take outside. 1 by infinity minus 1 by 1. So 1 by infinity is 0, minus 1, answer is 1 only. What does that mean? It will converge. What you can see, the scenario is 1 to infinity 1 by x to the power p dot dx. Answer converges and diverges. Similar answer is there. Converges for p greater than 1. Diverges for p less than equals to 1. Here p was less than 1, 1 by 2 it was, right? Here it was equals to 1. So here it was diverging. For p greater than 1, it was converging. That's it. Same scenario is there. Same, ditto same scenario. Whatever that you have written down. Limit n going from 1 to infinity. Here also integration limit going from 1 to infinity. 1 by x to the power p. Same scenario is there. Understandable? All good? All fine? So will you be able to remember? Absolutely, sir. But from 0 to 1, the scenario would change. If the limit is from 0 to 1, the scenario would change. Let's solve it. Ln x 0 to 1, right? Ln 1 minus ln 0, 0 minus infinity. Ln 0 is minus infinity, no? So it is going to infinity only, diverging. Sir, as of now, I don't feel it is changing the scenario, but it will change the scenario here. What will be the integration? 2 under root x. Limit going from 0 to 1. 2 minus 0, right? You put 1 here, so 2. You put 0 here, so it would be 0. What is the answer? 2. Here it is converging. And here, if you do, what answer you will be getting? Sir, integration is minus 1 by x. Minus 1 by x. What is the integration? Integration is minus 1 by x. Goes from 0 to 1. Now you put the limit. Minus sign you take outside. 1 minus 1 by 0. What is the answer you are getting? 1 minus infinity, that would be equal to minus infinity. So answer is plus infinity. Diverging. What it is? It is diverging. So what did you understand? When p equals to 1, no matter whatever the limit is, when p equals to 1, no matter whatever the limit is, it was always diverging. So p equals to 1 is not changing, but if the limit is going from 0 to 1, 1 by x to the power p dot dx, then sir, two scenarios again, converge and diverge. But this time it would change. Previously it was converging for p greater than 1. This time it will converge for p less than 1. So for p less than 1, when it was 1 by 2, for p less than 1 it will converge, but for p greater than equals to 1 it will diverge. For equal sign, if p equals to 1 it will always diverge. Here also it is diverging, here also it is diverging, and here also it is diverging. So p equals to 1 will always diverge, but only there is change in limit going from 0 to 1. So here I will write down all the conclusion of the p series. What is the first conclusion that we studied? Sir, limit, is it very tough to remember? No, absolutely not. Limit n going from 1 to infinity, 1 by n to the power p. It will converge and diverge. Converge means it will give you finite answer. Converge means it will give you finite answer. When it will give you finite answer? If p is greater than 1. If p is greater than 1. It will converge if p is greater than 1. Otherwise it will diverge. It will give you infinite answer if p is less than equals to 1. Just remember 1 by n square. How would you remember this thing? This is how you will remember. So summation n going from 1 to infinity, 1 by n square is nothing but pi square by 6. So this is how you will be able to remember. That's why it was a finite answer. So sir, for p greater than 1, it would be converging, otherwise it would be diverging. This is how you will be able to remember. And similar thing is there with the integration as well. Ditto same thing. I can simply copy it. The same I can put downward. I can simply copy it. And what I can say that you change this to summation changes to 1 to infinity 1 by x to the power p dot dx. This scenario 1 by x to the power p dot dx. 1 to infinity converges if p greater than 1, diverges for p less than equals to 1. If any time you get confusion in the examination hall, just take a simple example. Just take an example of 1 by x square. Just take an example of 1 by under root x, and you will be able to verify. And p equals to 1 you will be able to remember, because p equals to 1 will always diverge. So that you will be able to remember anyhow. That p equals to 1 will diverge here, and diverge in the other one as well. In the last one, what will happen? Some scenarios would change from 0 to 1, 1 by x to the power p dot dx. So again sir, converge and diverge. Converge and diverge. So here sir, the things are changing. Here what will be the scenario? That it will converge for p less than 1 and it will diverge for p greater than equals to 1. That's it. Is that understandable to you? So this is the conclusion of p series. Very important. Very important. You should be remembering it. It should be there in your mind. Okay. It is not necessary that every equation you will be solving with respect to p series. No, it is not necessary that every equation should be solved with respect to p series only. There would be other ways as well. But yeah, p series should also be there in your mind. Who knows, with the p series you will be able to solve the problem in a quicker manner. Let's just say this question is coming in your examination hall. I equals to 1 to infinity. Does it converge or not? So just by looking at the limit 1 to infinity, will you start applying the p series? It is not necessary. No, you can simply solve it. What is the integration? X to the power 3 by 3. Limit going from 1 to infinity. If you put the limit, 1 by 3 is outside. Infinite to the power 3 will be infinity only, minus 1. What is the answer? Infinity. That means it is diverging. Directly you can solve in this manner, right? And here what will be the answer? Here the answer will be x to the power 3 by 3. Limit going from 1 to 3. So 1 by 3. 3 to the power 3 is nothing but 27 minus 1. What is the answer? 26 by 3. That means it is converging. Secondly, if it is possible for you to make the graph, then make the graph. Here if I make the graph of x square, what is the graph of x square? This is the graph of x square. This is the graph of x square. Limit is going from 1 to infinity. This is x equals to 1 and it is going till infinity. That means you are supposed to calculate this much area. Like limit is going from x equals to 1. This is the value of x, no? And this is the value x square, or you can say fx. Going from 1 to infinity. That means you are supposed to calculate this area. How much is this area? This area will keep on extending, no? This graph will keep on extending. That means this area will also keep on extending. So what is the area here? Area is infinity. What about this? Here also you will get the same graph. Here also you will get the same graph. Make the same graph here as well. But this time you will integrate from 1 to 3. That means you will have a finite area. from 1 to 3. Let's just say this is your x equals to 1 and this is your x equals to 3. This is your x equals to 1, this is your x equals to 3. So from 1 to 3 you need to integrate, which is a finite area. So this is your fx versus x. This is a finite area, and how much is this area? 26 by 3. Right? So this is a finite area, so it is converging. If you want to solve this one with P series, you cannot solve, because P series is only there for 1 to infinity or 0 to 1. So this I can solve with P series. So how will I solve with P series? This was method 1, right? This was method 1, this was method 2, and what is method 3? So method 3 is, what I will do, I will solve it with respect to P series. So 1 to infinity it is going, but P series says 1 by x to the power p, that means x to the power minus 2 dot dx, right? 1 by x to the power minus 2 dot dx. This is the scenario. So here, what is the value of p? Value of p is minus 2, which is less than or equals to 1. What does that mean? It will diverge. Right? If the value of p is less than or equals to 1, that means it will diverge. You can take any random example in the examination hall and you can check. If it is greater than 1, then only it will converge. Otherwise, it will diverge. Understandable? Well and good. Okay. So this is how you can check here. Here two methods are there, method 1 and method 2, which was graph. So next topic is our continuation of this topic only, which is known as improper integral. What is the meaning of improper integral? So there are two kind of improper integral. If one of the limit is infinity or both of the limits are infinity. One of the limit is infinity or both of the limits are infinity. Limits are infinity. That means if integration is like this, limit a to infinity, this a could be any random number, a to infinity fx dot dx, or it is like minus infinity to a could be any random number fx dot dx, or it could be like minus infinity to infinity fx dot dx. So if the integration is like this, then it is known as, what it is known as? Then it is known as improper integral of first kind. You don't need to remember first kind, you just need to remember that it is an improper integral, that one of the limit is infinity or both of the limits are infinity. Okay, infinity or minus infinity, plus minus infinity I will put here, plus minus infinity. Okay, or if the function is discontinuous within the limit. What do I mean by that? Let's just say I am integrating from minus 2 to 3 1 upon x plus 1 dot dx. Now can you let me know where this function is discontinuous? At x equals to minus 1, it will give me value 1 by 0, which is undefined. What does that mean? That means when x plus 1 equals to 0, that means when x is equals to minus 1, then function is discontinuous or undefined, you can say it is discontinuous. And x equals to minus 1 is there in this limit between minus 2 to 3. Is it there in this limit? Here the limit is, limit is x going from minus 2 to 3. So in this limit minus 1 is lying. Yes sir, minus 1 lies. That means yes, it is an improper integral. If the limit was from 0 to 3, then it was not an improper integral. Why is that so? Because this minus 1 is not even lying in this limit. No. If it was from 0 to 3, then there is no issue, because minus 1 is not even lying in this limit. So if minus 1 is lying in this limit, that means yes, it is an improper integral. So this is first example. In that manner, other example could also be there. What could be the other example? The other example would be 1 by sin x dot dx from 0 to pi by 2. Now let me know what will happen here. Sin x, when this function would become 1 by sin x, this is the function, no? What is your function? Your function is 1 by sin x. Your function is 1 by sin x. When this would become discontinuous? When sin x is 0. When sin x is 0. When sin x would become 0? At x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, this function would become discontinuous. This function would become discontinuous. This will be discontinuous at x equals to 0. It is discontinuous. And is it lying in this limit? Yes, it is lying in this limit. That means yes, it is also an improper integral. This is also improper integral. This is also improper integral. So whenever you are solving improper integral, you need to take special care. What special care you need to take? That we will understand with respect to a question. So let's just say in the examination this question is coming that you need to solve this particular integration. Options are given. Option A is some different value, option B is some different value. You need to solve this integration. So just as you saw this question, what you did, sir, I know the integration of 1 by x square, so that is nothing but minus 1 by x. So minus 1 by x, I need to take the limit from minus 1 to 1. I took minus sign outside, then I put 1 here, 1 by 1, then I put minus 1 here. So sir, the answer is coming out to be minus 2. So minus 2 would be there in the option, and you will click on this option and answer would be incorrect. Wrong. Why is that so? Because it is an improper integral. You did not see one thing. What did you notice? The thing you did not notice was that here this function fx, which is 1 by x square, it is discontinuous where? When this denominator becomes 0. That means x becomes 0. So it is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So yes, it is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So how to solve these kind of integration? If it is discontinuous at x equals to 0, is x equals to 0 lying in this range? Yes sir, it is lying in this range. So I will have to break this integration. I will have to break this integration in this part. From minus 1 to where it is discontinuous at 0. So 1 by x square dot dx. Okay. From minus 1 to 0 dot dx plus from 0 to 1 plus from 0 to 1 1 by x square dot dx. This is how you need to break it down. So minus 1 by x minus 1 to 0 plus minus 1 by x 0 to 1. Just as I put 0 here, I would get to know that it is sir minus 1 by 0. Rest I don't even need to put. After that I need to put minus 1 as well. Whatever that I put, I don't care. After that I need to put here minus 1 as well, and here I will put 1 by 0. But here only I go to know that minus 1 by 0, it is coming out to be somewhat infinity. That means it is undefined. Undefined. It is coming out to be undefined. Just as I put 0 here, it is coming out to be undefined. That means it is not converging. So this integration will not converge. Answer would be that minus 1 to 1. What will be the answer? Answer would be minus 1 to 1 1 by x square dot dx does not converge. This will be the answer. Does not converge. This will be the answer, nothing else. Okay. So if there is an improper integral, always you need to take care. Don't solve the question like basically in the option this would be mentioned. No, these kind of questions cannot come in NET, right? These kind of questions can come in MSQ or MCQ. So you will be able to see the options. In the option, if the things are written like converge or does not converge, that means it might be a question from improper integral. So you will be checking, yes, this will be problem at x equals to 0. So let's check from minus 1 to 1. That's it. In between x equals to 0, yes, 0 is coming. So that's why let's check in this manner. Then you will be able to understand. Otherwise, what you would have done? If you want to draw the graph of 1 by x square, can you draw the graph of 1 by x square? Yes, sir. At x equals to 0, the value will be, at x equals to 0 plus, the value will be infinity. At x equals to infinity, the value will be 0. So the graph, sir, we have already seen. The graph goes somewhat like this. We have already seen the graph of 1 by x square. And from where to where we are integrating? We are integrating from minus 1 to 1. Let me know how much area is there. So this area, this area, this area. This area is extending till infinity. Right? This graph is going till infinity. It is going till infinity. Till upper side it is keep on going. Here there is too much of area, no? So only this much area is infinity. This much area is also infinity. So too much area is there. So how much area is there? How much is this total area? This total area is nothing but infinity only. This total area is nothing but infinity only. So here only you can say that total area is tending to infinity, or you can say that it is not converging. So if you know how to draw the graph, then directly you can say. Otherwise it is not possible to draw the graph of every function. So what you would do is that you will solve in this manner. You just need to break it down at the point where there is a problem. Okay. So where will be the problem? The problem will be at the point where it is discontinuous, or at infinity, or at minus infinity. So problems will be there at infinity, minus infinity, or the point where it is discontinuous. We will solve more problems. It will become more clear. Solve this question. Although you already know the answer of this, you already know the graph x e to the power minus x, a lot of time it has come, and you would know that, sir, it will give you a finite answer. But let's solve it in the examination hall. How I will be solving it? First of all, you let me know, is there any problem, is there any discontinuity? No, there is no discontinuity, right? There is no discontinuity. No, it could be written as 0 to infinity x by e to the power x dot dx. So when this will become 0, e to the power x would never become 0. It would become 0 at minus infinity, which is not a problem for me, right? So there is no discontinuity. There is no discontinuity in this range. From 0 to infinity, there is no discontinuity. No discontinuity. No discontinuity in the range. In the given range, there is no discontinuity. That means I simply need to solve it now. So let's solve it. So when I solve it, what I get? First as it is integration of second minus differentiation of first, integration of second, and then integration of whole. So this is what I will be getting. Eventually this is what I will be getting, right? And then I will put a limit from 0 to infinity. What I will do, I will take out the negative sign. Although we have already solved this one, but still we are again solving. Plus e to the power minus x. Now infinity to 0 I will put. So first I will put 0. So this will become 0 only. Plus e to the power minus 0, this will become 1. Minus, now what I will put? Infinity I will put. Infinity into e to the power minus 0. Sorry, infinity into e to the power minus infinity. Plus e to the power minus infinity I will put. So e to the power minus infinity is nothing but 0. And e to the power minus infinity is, this is also 0. 0 plus 0. So where is the problem, sir? 0 plus 1 plus 0, this is not the problem, but sir, this is the problem. Infinite into 0 is it is indeterminate form. Indeterminate. That means I will have to find out the limit. So eventually what I need to do is that here when I put infinity here, that was the problem. That means limit x tending to infinity. When I put x e to the power minus x, this was the problem for me. So what I will do, I will have to find out the limit by applying the L'Hopital rule. I will find out the limit here, x divided by e to the power x. Then what I would do, limit x tending to infinity, 1 by e to the power x, put x tending to infinity here, e to the power infinity, this would come out to be 0 only. So this is actually 0 only. So what you are getting, 0 plus 1 minus 0 plus 0. What is the answer? Answer is 1. That means yes, it will converge. So every improper integral will diverge. That is not necessary. It is converging. That means yes, it is converging. It will converge. So this is how we need to check. More examples we will see. Let's solve this example. 1 upon 1 plus x square. Is there any point of discontinuity? Sir, discontinuity would be when x square plus 1 becomes 0. When x square plus 1 becomes 0. There is no real number. X cannot be any real number where this will become 0. Right? X square plus 1 will be always positive. It will be always greater than 1 actually. Greater than or equals to 1. So there is no real number for which it will become 0. So what I will do now? Simply integrate. So simply integrate. When I integrate, what I will get? Tan inverse x. What I will get? Tan inverse x I will get. Now what I need to do? I need to put the limit from minus infinity to infinity. So tan inverse. First of all, I can see that, sir, it is a even function. Since it is a even function, so I can break it down from 0 to infinity, multiply with 2. How I can break down this integration? I can break down this integration 2 into 0 to infinity 1 upon 1 plus x square dot dx. Say yes or no. This is how I can break it down. Right? So 2 into tan inverse x from 0 to infinity. So what is tan inverse infinity? Minus tan inverse 0. So tan inverse infinity is nothing but pi by 2 minus tan inverse 0 is 0 only. Answer is pi. Is it finite? Yes. Is it converging? Yes. Converges? Yes. Understandable? Let's solve the next one. Minus infinity to 0. Sir, what is this cos hyperbolic x? I told you, always remember in the limit, continuity and differentiability chapter, I told what is cos hyperbolic x? This is e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2. And what is sine hyperbolic x? That is e to the power x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. So let's write down this. Minus infinity to 0, e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2. Is there any point of discontinuity? So in the denominator there is a constant value, no point of discontinuity. 1 by 2 goes outside. Integration of e to the power x is e to the power x e to the power minus x, going from minus infinity to 0. When I put the limit 0, I don't think there is a issue. E to the power 0 will be 1 only, minus e to the power 0 will be 1 only. Here you will put e to the power 0 minus e to the power minus 0, which is e to the power 0 only, which is 1 only, minus e to the power, now I will put minus infinity, e to the power minus infinity, minus I will put plus infinity here. Basically I will put minus infinity only, but there is a negative sign, so it will become e to the power plus infinity. So what you are getting? 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. E to the power minus infinity is 0. Minus e to the power infinity is infinity only. Right? So what is the answer you are getting? Infinity by 2. Answer is infinity only. Basically this e to the power infinity you are getting. No, here you are getting e to the power infinity. This is 0. There is no indeterminate form. No indeterminate form is there. E to the power minus infinity is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 minus e to the power infinity. So this is infinity only. So answer is coming out to be infinity. There is no indeterminate form. So what does that mean? It is diverging. So it will diverge. Understandable? Let's go to the next one. 4x plus 7 to the power 5 by 2 dot dx. Integration going from minus 1.5 to infinity. This is the scenario, right? So where will be the problem? The problem will be, sir, when the denominator becomes 0. So what is the value of x? Value of x is coming out to be minus 7 by 4, which is equals to minus 1.75. Minus 7.15 is not even lying in this range, not in the limit, not in limits. That means it is not a problem for me. Are you able to understand this point? It is not a problem for me now, right? It is not an issue for me now, because it is not even lying in this limit. No, minus 1.75 is not even lying in this limit, so I don't need to break down this limit. Here when I solved 1 by x square, I need to break it down from minus 1 to 0, 0 to 1, because there was a problem at x equals to 0. But the problem is there at minus 1.75, which is not even there in this limit. It is going from minus 1.5 to infinity. So no issue, simply solve it. So what you would do? What I can think that I will put, either you simply solve it, you will get the answer. Or what I am thinking, I will put 4x plus 7 equals to t. So what I will get? 4 dx equals to dt. Right? What about the limit? What about the limit? When x is minus 1.5, then what will be t? Sir, minus 1.5 into 4 will be 6, t will be 1. And when x is infinity, then t will be infinity. So now I can sense one thing. What I can sense? That it is going from 1 to infinity, 1 to infinity, 1 by 4x plus 7 was t, t to the power 5 by 2. The root, in place of dx, what I can write down? dt by 4. So 1 by 4 I can take outside. So 1 to infinity, isn't it becoming a p series? Isn't it becoming a p series? Yes, sir, it is becoming a p series only, with the value of p, which is 5 by 2, which is greater than 1. What does that mean? It will converge. It will converge. I don't need to find out the final result. No, they only asked one thing, whether it will converge or diverge. So I just told it will converge. If I need to find out the final answer, I can find out the final answer as well. What will be the final answer? If they want me to find out the final answer, then I can find out the final answer as well. So 1 by 4, what will be the integration of t to the power minus 5 by 2? Because if it goes upward, it will become t to the power minus 5 by 2. That will be t to the power minus 3 by 2 divided by minus 3 by 2. So it would become minus 2 by 3 outside. Minus 2 by 3 outside. So it would become minus 2 by 3 outside. Minus 2 by 3 outside. And t to the power minus 3 by 2, limit going from 1 to infinity. Okay. So answer would come out to be minus 1 by 6. This is the answer. That's it. This is the answer. Okay, because if you put the limit here, it would become, put the limit here, 1 to infinity. So this is 1 by t to the power 3 by 2. So if you put infinity here, infinite to the power 3 by 2, 1 by infinity is 0, and then minus 1. So it would give you actually minus 1. So answer will be plus 1 by 6. Sorry guys, answer will be plus 1 by 6. Okay, when you put the limit, it will give you minus 1. Inside this, it will give you minus 1. So answer will be plus 1 by 6. So yes, it is converging. Answer will be plus 1 by 6. Okay, this will be the answer. Understandable or not? Completely understandable, right? Yeah. So next, this question. Where is the problem? The problem is at x equals to 0. Where is the problem? The problem is when this downward becomes 0. The function is, what is the function here? Function is 1 by x to the power 2 by 3. So when the denominator becomes 0, then there is a problem, and that will become 0 at x equals to 0. So break down this limit from minus 1 to 0, 1 by x to the power 2 by 3, or you can write down x to the power minus 2 by 3 dot dx plus 0 to 1 x to the power minus 2 by 3 dot dx, right? So add 1 here, x to the power, if you add 1, this will become x to the power 1 by 3 multiply with 3, going from minus 1 to 0. Did you understand this point? X to the power minus 2 by 3 was there. So how did I solve it? X to the power minus 2 by 3 plus 1 and divided by 1 by 3. So this will become 3 x to the power 1 by 3. So 3 x to the power 1 by 3. And similarly here as well I will get 3 x to the power 1 by 3 only, going from 0 to 1. So what I will get here? 3, put 0, it will be 0 only, minus 1 to the power 1 by 3 plus 3 1 to the power 1 by 3 minus 0. 3 into this is 0 only. Can you let me know what will be the cube root of minus 1? What is the cube of minus 1? That is equals to minus 1 only. So what will be the cube root of minus 1? That will also be equals to minus 1 only. So this will be minus 1 only, right? So here already there is a negative sign, and then minus 1 will come outside. So it will become plus 1, plus 3 into 1 only. So it will become 3 plus 3, 6. Will it converge or diverge? It will converge only. Here directly only in this step only I will get to know that it will converge, right? In this step only. Why in this step I will get to know it will converge? Because I would know that it will not become infinity anyway. It is x to the power plus 1 by 3. If it was minus 1 by 3, if it was x to the power minus 1 by 3, somehow if it was x to the power minus 1 by 3, then I would know that it would become x to the power 1 by 3. And now if the limit goes from minus 1 to 0, then I would know that it would become 1 by 0, which is infinity. Then it will diverge. But now it will converge. Okay? Understandable? So this is how we need to solve these kind of problems. Last question. This is the problem. Where is the issue? The issue is at is there at 1 only. Where is the issue? Fx is 1 upon 1 minus x. So where is the problem? The problem is there when denominator becomes 0. That means the problem is there at x equals to 1. Right? Here is the problem. And if you see the limit, it is from 0 to 1 only. So no need to worry. That is the boundary point itself. So you don't need to break it down. That's the boundary point. Directly it is the boundary point. So what you will get? What is the integration of 1 upon 1 minus x? That is nothing but ln 1 minus x with the negative sign. Limit going from 0 to 1. So ln 1 minus 1 will be 0 minus ln 1. So ln 0 is minus infinity, minus ln 1 is 0. So what is the answer? Infinity. That means it will diverge. So it is diverging. So simply I put the limit and I got the answer. And you can draw the graph as well. You can draw this graph as well, and you will be able to see it. If you don't need to draw the graph, you would know that problem is at x equals to 1. So already the limit is broken between 0 to 1 only. Simply solve the integration. Integration would be ln 1 minus x with the negative sign outside. Limit going from 0 to 1. Just put x equals to 1 here, then put x equals to 0. Ln 1 is 0. Ln 0 is minus infinity. So plus infinity would be the scenario, and it will diverge. Understandable? So here converge, here converge. Here it will diverge, it will converge here, it will converge. So this is how we need to solve. Sir, in the engineering we used to study this test, P test, mu test, all these kind of test is not necessary. Only P series is necessary. Whatever that is necessary that I am teaching you, it is not your college mathematics. Okay, whatever that is necessary for your GATE examination and ESC examination, that I am teaching you here. But in your college, whatever the mu test or some other kind of test you used to study, that is not necessary for your GATE examination. For GATE examination, whatever that is necessary, that has been taught in this topic. Okay, let's see some more questions. Some more questions we are going to solve. I equals to 0 to 2 pi mod of x sin x we need to solve. Try doing it on your own. Mod is there, modulus is there. So how would you solve it? Think about it, no? Think a bit. How would you solve modulus? First of all, do you remember mod of a into b could be written as mod of a into mod of b, right? So similarly, 0 to 2 pi mod of x into mod of sin x dot dx. This is how I can break it down. Between 0 to pi, this will be always positive. X will be always positive. X will be always positive. So there is no issue. But what about sin x? What about sin x between 0 to pi? So this is your 0 to 2 pi. So between 0 to pi, sin x is positive. Between 0 to pi, sin x is positive. But between pi to 2 pi, sin x is negative. So inside modulus, if there is some negative value, it will be opened with the positive sign. What I mean to say is that from 0 to pi, if the limit is from 0 to pi, then x will always open with the positive sign. Then sin x will also open with the positive sign only because it is positive. Because it is positive. Between 0 to pi, it is positive. That's why sin x will also open with the positive sign. But what will happen between pi to 2 pi? Between pi to 2 pi, what will happen? Mod of x will be opening with the positive sign only. Because what is the graph of x? This is the graph of x, no? The graph of x. This is the graph of x between 0 to 2 pi. Between 0 to 2 pi. So between 0 to 2 pi, graph of x is always positive. This x versus x, this is always positive. So since it is always positive, then there is no issue. Right? So this will be always opening with the positive sign only. But between pi to 2 pi, sin x is negative, no? So this is negative. So this is how it will be opening up. Is that clear? Understandable? Okay. So now what I can do is that I can separately solve this integration x sin x, or shall I apply King's rule here? No point of applying King's rule. I can separately solve this x sin x and then I can put the limit. So what will be x into sin x? X sin x dot dx also I can put here. So x sin x dot dx. So first as it is integration of second minus differentiation of first, integration of second, then integration of whole. So this will become sin x again. So this will be the answer. You can solve on your own. Or I have told you the method as well. What is the method? X as it is, then differentiation of x will be 1 plus here minus here, then integration of sine will be minus cos, then integration of minus cos will be minus sine. So what will be the answer? Minus x cos x plus sin x. This method also I have been taught, no? So this will be the answer that you will be getting. Minus x cos x plus sin x. So for the first one, this is the integration minus x cos x plus sin x. Limit going from 0 to pi. Now here this negative sign I am taking outside. Negative sign I am taking outside. Again minus x cos x plus sin x. Limit going from pi to 2 pi. Now put the limit. Put pi here. So pi into cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. So here you will get plus pi. Then sin pi is 0. Then you put 0 here. Sin 0 is 0. So from here you are getting pi. From here what you will get? If you put 2 pi, cos 2 pi is what? Cos 2 pi is 1. Right? So from here you will get minus 2 pi. Sin 2 pi is 0. Then minus sin. You will put pi here. So minus pi and cos pi is minus 1. So this will become this. This will become plus pi only. You just need to put the limit. It's up to you. Okay. I cannot spoon feed you everything now. You need to put the limit. I put the limit here. So what I am getting? Pi cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. So this will become plus pi. Sin pi is 0. Then I put the limit 0. 0 into anything will be 0 only. Sin 0 is 0 only. Right. Then I put 2 pi. So minus 2 pi cos 2 pi. Cos 2 pi is 1. So it will become minus 2 pi. Then I put sin 2 pi which is 0. Minus sin. Then I will put pi here. So this will become pi cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. Right. So cos pi is minus 1 and here there is already pi. So this will become minus pi. Sorry, cos pi is already minus 1 and here there is already pi. So this will become plus pi. But since I am putting the second limit, so there is a negative sign here. So what is the total answer I am getting? This is minus 3 pi, this is pi, so total answer is 4 pi. So with patience you need to put the limit and you will get the answer. Answer is 4 pi. This is the answer. Okay, so this is modulus related problem. So answer is 4 pi. Yes, it is 4 pi only. So this is how we need to solve these kind of problems. Next one, greatest integer function. This is your greatest integer function. Greatest integer function between minus 2 to 3. Do one thing, draw the graph. Draw the graph of this. Can you draw the graph of greatest integer function? Between minus 2 to 3 only we need to draw. Between minus 2 to 3 only. So I know that where it will change. It always changes at the integer. 1, 2, 3. So between minus 2 to 1, what value it will give you? It will give you the value 1 only. Here it will give you the value 0. Between 0 to 1, sorry guys, sorry. Between minus 2 to 1, it will give you the value minus 2, right? Just lesser integer. Between minus 1 to 0, it will give you just lesser integer, which is minus 1. Between 0 to 1, it will give you 0. Between 1 to 2, it will give you 1. And between 2 to 3, it will give you 2. This is what it will be giving you, right? This is what it will be giving you. Here there will be a hole and here there will be bubble. Here there will be a hole, here there will be bubble. Here there will be a hole, here there will be bubble dot. This is the scenario. What you are supposed to do? You are supposed to integrate, no? And what is the meaning of integration? Integration means area. What is the meaning of integration? Integration simply means area, no? You are supposed to integrate from minus 2 to 3. You are supposed to integrate from minus 2 to 3 fx dot dx. This is what you are supposed to do. That means it will be related with the area. So what is this value? This value is minus 1. This value is minus 2. This value is 1 and this value is 2. So what is the area here? Here the area is 2. Here the area is 2. What is the area here? Here the area is 1. What is the area here? Here the area is minus 1. And what is the area here? Here the area is minus 2. So what is the total area? Minus 2, minus 1, plus 1, plus 2. Total area is 0. So what will be the answer here? 0. This will be the answer. But sir, in the examination, will I draw the graph and solve in this manner? No. I know one thing, that this will break the nature of a greatest integer function would always break at the integer value. No, this is something that I know. So between minus 2 to 3, how many integers are there? Basically, I know that greatest integer, whatever the function is written, this will break when this fx is integer. When fx is integer, then things will start happening, right? Everything would happen at the integer only. What I mean to say is that, let's just say inside, let's just say x square was written. So whenever your x square is integer, no, at that time there will be breakpoint. Let's just say x is under root 2. So under root 2 square. So here there will be a breakpoint, right? Are you able to understand this point? Whatever that is written inside, if that thing is integer, when we used to check the continuity, what we used to do? Whatever that is written inside, that is integer, there is the problem. So whenever that is written inside, what is written inside? X is written inside. So there will be problem when x is integer. So I will break the limits between all the integers, between minus 2 to 1, between minus 1 to 0, plus 0. Here what something I will write down, don't worry. What I will write down, that I will tell you. Then from 1 to 2, then from 2 to 3. Now what I will write down here? Now I know that between minus 2 to minus 1, I know one thing. What do I know? That this greatest integer function will throw a constant value, and that constant value will be nothing but minus 2. Between minus 1 to 0, this greatest integer function will throw a constant value, and that value will be minus 1. Between 0 to 1, this greatest integer function will throw a constant value, that will be 0. Between 1 to 2, this greatest integer function will throw a constant value, that will be 1. And between 2 to 3, this greatest integer function will throw a constant value, and that will be equals to 2. There you go. This is how I will solve this integration. So what I would do, first I will solve this minus 2, then integration of dx would be x only, limit going from -2 to -1. Then -1, integration of dx will be x only, limit going from -1 to 0. Then plus 0, then x, limit going from 1 to 2. Then plus, then 2 outside, then x, limit going from 2 to 3. So minus 2 outside, -1 plus 2, -1 outside, 0 plus 1, then 2 minus 1, then 2, 3 minus 2. So here what it will become? -2 it will become, then -1 it will become, then 1 plus 2. What is the answer? 0. This is the answer. This is how I will be solving in the examination. If I want to make the graph, I will make the graph, otherwise I will solve in this manner in the examination. You cannot make the graph for this function, right? So that's why I said in the examination you cannot make the graph, right? Always you cannot make the graph. So first of all, do you remember one property? Fx plus minus k. Do you remember this? So that would be equals to fx, and constant part I can take outside. Do you remember this property or not? You have to remember this property. So constant part you can take outside. So first of all, this is what I will be doing. -1 to 1.5 x square dot dx plus 3 I have taken outside. -1 to 1.5 3 dot dx. Now this part I can solve very easily. My matter of concern is this part. I need to solve this part. -1 to 1.5 x square dot dx. Greatest integer function x square dot dx. So where will be my matter of concern? My matter of concern will be when x square becomes integer. When x square becomes integer, this will be my matter of concern. This is your matter of concern. Matter of concern, right? Now whose limit you are putting? You are putting the limit of x, no? This limit you are putting of x. That means your x is between -1 to 1.5. You are putting the limit of x, not the x square. You are putting the limit of x, not x square, right? That means x is between -1 to 1.5. So where will be your x square? Your x square. That means you do the square. So x square will be between, here you do the square, it will become +1. Here you do the square, it will become 2.25. So your x square will be between 1 to 2.25. Your x square will be between 1 to 2.25. That means what all integer value your x square can take? Sir, x square can take one integer value, or x square can take only two integer value. Only these two integer value it can take. First of all, what I understood? First of all, I understood that my matter of concern is x square being integer. Then I thought that when my x square can become integer. So for that what I did, I went to x. I asked x that from where to where you are going. X is saying that I am going from -1 to 1.5. Then I would say if x is going from -1 to 1.5, that means x square would go from 1 to 2.25. And why I am caring about x square? Because I know that I need to care about x square being integer. So x square would become integer when x square can become integer equals to 1, or x square can become integer equals to 2. So that means if x square is 1, what will be the value of x? It could be either 1 or -1. And what would be the value of x here? It could be either √2 or -√2. That means if I put x equals to √2 here, then it would become integer. If I put x equals to -√2 here, then it would become integer. If I put x equals to 1 here, then it would become integer. If I put x equals to -1 here, then it would become integer. What is √2? √2 is somewhat around 1.44. And what is -√2? That is somewhat around -1.44. So from -1 to +1.5, this -1.44 will not even come, no? So this is not a matter of concern for me. So how will I break down this limit? I will break down this limit if I call this as I2. I am solving I2 now. What is I2? I2 is between -1 to 1.5. Greatest integer function x square dot dx. How I am breaking down this limit? I will break down this limit from -1 to what is the next part when your this particular thing will become integer. Sir, the very next part would be 1. Right? Say yes or no. When x is 1, it would become integer. And then I will break down it to 1 to √2 dot dx. And then I will break down it to √2 to 1.5 dot dx. Now here something I will write down. Now you let me know this is your greatest integer function. Now your x is between -1 to 1. Take any value. any random value between -1 to 1. What will be the value of a greatest integer x square? If x is this limit you are putting of x, this limit you are putting of x, this limit you are putting of x. That's why here you are caring about the value of x. You got to know that when x is 1, then x square will become integer. When x is -1, x square will become integer. When x is under root 2, x square will become integer. When x is minus under root 2, x square will become integer. So these are the points where I need to break my integration. So when x is 1, that is my matter of concern. When x is -1, that is also my matter of concern. When x is under root 2, that is my matter of concern. When x is minus under root 2, that is also my matter of concern. But when I check the limit, it is going from -1 to 1.5, but it is -1.44, which is not lying in the limit. So what all are my matter of concern? My matter of concern is, sir, -1, 1 and under root 2. What is the increasing order? -1 is lesser than 1, it is lesser than under root 2. And then the highest limit is 1.5. Highest limit is 1.5. So this is how I will break it down. -1 to 1, 1 to under root 2, under root 2 to 1.5. Okay. So between -1 to 1, what value it will throw? It will throw 0 value. Take any value, no? Between -1 to 1, I am taking value -0.8. Minus 0.8 square. What it will become? 0.64. Just lesser integer will be 0 only. Take any value. Take plus 0.7. 0.7 square will be 0.49. What will be the last just lesser integer value? That will be 0 only. So this will throw 0. Between 1 to under root 2, what it will throw? It will throw value 1. Take any value between 1 to 1.44 or 1 to under root 2. Between 1 to under root 2, let us just say 1.3 square, which will be equals to 1.69. Just lesser integer would be 1 only. So here value will be 1. Right? And between under root 2 to 1.5, what is 1.5? 1.5 is 2.25. So it will throw the value 2. Under root 2 to 1.55, that you can take 1.45 square. So whatever the value it will be, just understand that you will get to know that it will be coming as 2 only. Or you simply take 1.5 as well. What is 1.5 square? That is 2.25. Just lesser integer will be 2 only. So it will throw the value 2. So this is how I will break it down. Is the breaking down part is clear or not? If it is not clear, then watch the video again. Have some patience. What is the matter of concern? Matter of concern, x square being integer. Then I went to x. X is saying that I am going from -1 to 1.5. X square will go from 1 to 2.25. So x square going from 1 to 2.25, that means x square can either become 1 or it can become 2 when it comes to integer. But I don't care about x square. I care about now x, because I need to put the limit of x. So x square being 1, that means x could be 1 or -1. What does that mean? If x is 1 or -1, then x square will become integer. If x is under root 2 or minus under root 2, then x square will become integer. So what is your task? Your task is always, if this is the scenario, your task is always find the value of x, find x for which fx is integer, for which fx is integer. That's it. This is the task. This is the task. This is the task. Always this is the task. So I need to find out the value of x for which fx is integer. So for that, what I did, I took the help of x, then I got to know about x square. So x square would become integer at x square can take either integer value 1 or 2. That means x could be 1, -1, under root 2, minus under root 2. Then I took the limit in this manner, and I got to know that it will throw value 0, it will throw value 1, it will throw value 2. So when I solve it, what I will get, 0 into dx will be 0 only. Here I will get under root 2 minus 1, because this integration will be x 1 to under root 2, and next integration would be x under root 2 to 1.5. So under root 2 minus 1, 1.5 minus under root 2. So here 3 minus 1, which will be 2, minus 2 under root 2. So from here, if I solve this integration, if I am solving this integration, then from the first integration, I am getting the answer as 2 minus 2 under root 2 plus 3, and here x minus 1 to 1.5. So this is 2.5. So 2.5 into 3, that is 7.5. So the next integration, this integration is giving me 7.5. This integration you can solve 3 outside, 1.5 minus 1, that will be 2.5. So this is giving me 7.5. So what is the answer you are getting? 9.5 minus 2 under root 2. 9.5 minus under root 2. क्या बात है भाई? Okay, here it was minus 2 under root 2 and plus under root 2 was also there. So it would become minus under root 2 only. Minus under root 2 only. Okay, this was minus 2 under root 2 plus 2 under root 2 was also there, no? Right? So minus 2 under root 2 plus under root 2 will become under root 2 only. So here you need to write down under root 2. So 9.5 minus under root 2 is the answer. 9.5 minus under root 2 is the answer. These kind of questions are considered as good question. Usually in JEE these kind of questions would come up, but you would see in ESE these kind of questions are asked. GATE examination rarely asks question on greatest integer function, but who knows, they may ask. Who knows, they may ask in the future. Okay, but ESE would ask questions on greatest integer function, but not GATE examination. Who knows, in the future it might be coming. So this is how we will be solving it. Try this question on your own. I am not going to solve it for you. You need to try it on your own. Answer also I have written. I am not going to solve it for you. You have to try on your own. And if you have solved it, write down done in the comment section. I need to see how many people are able to solve it. You need to write down done in the comment section. Okay. Or shall I solve it? Because it is a recorded lecture, no? That's the problem. So I equals to minus 2 to 2 mod of x square dot dx plus minus 2 to 2 1 dot dx, right? Because I can take it separately. Now x is going between minus 2 to 2. X is going between minus 2 to 2. So x square would go from 4 to 4. Is that so? 0 to 4. Did you understand this point? What I mean to say? Like basically x square will take positive value only, no? 0 to 4 I will write down. Here I did the square, here I did the square. Like x was taking a value, let's just say minus 1. That value will become plus 1. Here what was the scenario? That x is going from like here also it could take the value 0, no? So here also we did some error. X square would actually go from x square can take the value 0 as well, right? X square can take the value, if x is going from minus 1 to 1.5, then x square can take the value 0 as well, no? Another integer is possible, x square equals to 0, although it will not change the answer. It will not change the answer because you will break down the limit from minus 1 to 0, then from 0 to 1. It will not change the answer. Are you able to understand this point? Okay, but here we did the blunder. Here I should have written x square would go from 0 to 2.25, not from 1 to 2.25. Like basically all the negative value will become positive value. So what will be the least positive value? That will be 0. So x square would go from 0 to 4. Least positive value will be 0. So x square would go from 0 to 4. Is that clear to you? So here I did a blunder. Okay, this was a blunder from my end. I said that x square would be going from 1 to 2.25. That was a blunder. All the negative value will become positive value. No, so what will be the least positive value? That will be 0. So x square could be 0 as well. X would be 0. So how I would break down the limit? I would break down the limit here in between 0 would also come, no? So I would break down the limit from minus 1 to 0, then from 0 to 1. But in both of the cases, greatest integer x square would throw the value to be 0 only in both of the cases. I will break the limit. Actually, this would have been broken somewhat like this. This particular thing that I have written, it should have been broken in this manner. Minus 1 to 0 dot dx and 0 to 1 dot dx. Now between minus 1 to 0, you check what greatest integer x square will throw. Take any value. Take minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 whole square is nothing but 0.25. So what is the lesser integer? That is 0 only. And between 0 to 1 also it will throw 0 only. So it will not change the answer. But here I did a blunder. Luckily I got the correct answer here. But here when I am doing it, I got to know that x square can take the value from 0 to 4. That means x square could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means x could be 0, plus minus 1, plus minus under root 2, plus minus under root 3, and plus minus under root 4. What is the value of under root 4? Under root 4 is plus minus 2. That means you will start from minus 2, then minus under root 3, then minus under root 2, then minus 1, then 0, then 1, then 2, then 1, then under root 2, then under root 3, and then 2. This is how you need to break it down. That means you will break down, let's call this as I2. Okay, so we will break down I2 in this manner, from minus 2 to minus under root 3. Between minus 2 to minus under root 3, how your x square will be broken down? Just think about it. Minus 2 to under root minus 3. How it will be broken down? Take any value between minus 2 to minus under root 3. So this is 1.75. So this will be, let's just say, minus 1.85 whole square. What will be minus 1.85 whole square? So at minus 2 it will be actually 4, and at minus under root 3 it will be 3. So this value will be somewhere between 4 to 3. This value could be, let's just say, 3.5. This square value will be somewhere roughly around 3.5. So which will be lesser integer? That would be 3. Is that clear to you how I broke it down? Between minus 2 to minus under root 3, how your greatest integer x square will be broken down. So put any value in between minus 2 to minus under root 3. What is under root 3? That is 1.73. So between minus 2 to minus 1.73, put any value. I am putting minus 1.85. Now sir, what will be minus 1.85 square? That I don't know. I need to find out this value, no? What will be minus 1.85 whole square? Sir, this whole square I don't know. Although I will be having calculator, I can calculate, but still I will be thinking that at minus 2 it will become minus 4, and at minus under root 3 it will become minus 3. Sorry, at minus 2 it will become plus 4, and minus under root 3 it will become plus 3. So what will be the value in between? The value in between will be between 3 to 4. What will be the value? It could be the value some 3.5. So what will be just lesser integer? That will be 3. Right? Next, when I break the limit between minus under root 3 to minus under root 2, it will be 2 dot dx. How it would be 2 dot dx? That you need to think now. Okay, it's up to you. You need to think. Okay, this much brain you have to use now. It will be 1 dot dx. After that, from 0 to 1, it will be 0 dot dx. Then from 0 to under root 2, it is here. Then from 1 to under root 2, here it is very easy to understand. It would be 1 dot dx only. Then from under root 2 to under root 3, it will be 2 dot dx. And then from under root 3 to 2, it will be 3 dot dx. Right? So what you see here, within 3, what you are getting? Minus under root 3 plus 2. And here as well, what you will get? Plus 2 minus under root 3. Right? 3 take outside x, then 2 minus under root 3. 2 minus under root 3. Then 3 take outside, minus under root 3 plus 2. Minus under root 3 plus 2. Then 2 take outside from here. Then solve this integration. What you will get? Minus under root 2 plus under root 3. 2 take outside. What you will get here? Under root 3 minus under root 2. Then take 1 outside here. Take 1 outside here. Then what you will get? 1 outside here. So minus 1 plus under root 2. And then take 1 outside here. Plus under root 2 minus 1. Right? So what you are getting? 3. So this will become 4 minus 2 under root 3. 3 into 4 minus 2 under root 3. 4 minus 2 under root 3. Plus 2 into minus 2 under root 2 plus 2 under root 3. Minus 2 under root 2 plus 2 under root 3. Plus 1 into 2 under root 2 minus 2. 2 under root 2 minus 2. So 12 minus 6 under root 3 minus 4 under root 2 plus 4 under root 3 plus 2 under root 2 minus 2. So 12 minus 2 is 10. Minus 6 under root 3 plus 4 under root 3 is minus 2 under root 3. And this is minus 2 under root 2. So this is the value of I2 you are getting. So what will be the value of I? I will be 10 minus 2 under root 3 minus 2 under root 2. And here, what this will give you? This will give you 4. This integration will give you 4, no? Just x 2 minus 2 will 2 minus of minus 2 will be 4. So this will give you 4. So what is the value of I you will be getting? 14 minus 2 under root 3 minus 2 under root 2. There you go. Here your single integral has ended. This is the answer. Okay. So this is how we need to solve these problems. Although it is not a very famous for GATE examination, who knows, in GATE examination as well this could be asked. In JEE we used to solve these kind of problems. Okay. So yeah, this is how we need to solve, and this is the answer that we are getting. Understandable? Job done. So here single integral is completed. Next we will study about multiple integrals. Okay. So 2 integrals, 3 integral, 4 integral, all these will come together. So multiple integrals we are going to study in the next lecture. Till then, thank you very much. Happy learning, and do comment down that how you are enjoying these videos. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.